Be like, where you at? I gave you the keys.
Okay, no,
what
guys.
you doing?
No bad language.
Make it look sexy.
Welcome to College Boulevard Activity Center. We've got a matchup between Olathe Northwest High School and Goddard High School. It's a beautiful Friday night here in Olathe, Kansas. I'm next to Nick Lopez, Landon Daniel, and CJ Friedenberg. Nick, tell us a little bit about the game tonight.
All right, well, first I'm going to tell us first about the Goddard Lions. The Goddard Lions are returning 6 starters from the offense this year. That's going to be big problems for Northwest as they were looking pretty good out here early on. They went 11-2 last year, and they finished second in the state, losing on the goal line to Mill Valley. Other than that, they look pretty good. A.J. Vang is one of the top offensive linemen in the state, so that's going to be a problem for Northwest up front.
On opening week last year, Olathe Northwest fell short against the Lions in Goddard in a game that went down to the wire, and which kind of previewed the season for Olathe Northwest, showing that they were, I'd say, a little offensively handicapped, to say the least. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, last year they were very offensive handicapped, really. They were pretty much one-dimensional when it came to quarterback, even though they had a really good kid who could sling the ball. He had really trouble reading the defense, which this year is a little bit different. We have Braden Cook, who's excellent at doing that. We also have a whole bunch of new people. Roan, tell us about them.
A lot of new faces. You're going to see, like you said, Braden Cook, a lot of different guys on the outside. key guys are going to have to step up on defense. But if you ask anybody, they're going to say they want to see a team effort. Tell us a little bit more about that, Landon.
I'm really excited to see players like Andrew Dumas and Val Sherinian out there to really get this offensive game started. I believe if they can go out there and be explosive, it can really give trouble to the Goddard defense.
Most definitely.
CJ over here on the left side played last year a little bit, not playing anymore because of injuries. Tell us a little bit about what you expect this year.
I expect a fantastic team this year. I think last year we kind of had a lot of seniors that didn't really coincide with our juniors, and this year I think our team is coming together to be a great one. And I think if our offense can get it together, we can certainly have a great night.
Now, do me a favor real quick and tell me a little bit about what that locker room was like after the Goddard loss, because it was a very hard loss, and tell me how that kind of affected the rest of the year.
I would say the locker room was kind of, you could feel that everyone really thought that we were going to go out there and kick some tail, and it didn't happen. And I think if we would have played Goddard later in the season, maybe we would have done better because we would have had some wins on our belt. But starting off with that loss really hurt us last year and destroyed our confidence.
All right, going off that, one of the new faces that we have this year, Seth Sagunis, is one of the guys that we got up earlier this week. Nick, tell us a little bit about him.
You're right, we do have Seth Sagunis. He is a 6'2" senior, a little bit over 300 pounds, give or take the conditioning that he's been doing. But he's a big kid. He came from Blue Valley Northwest. He came here after his dad decided to leave Blue Valley Northwest as the head coach and take more of a laid-back role and be more of a family guy. He's really looking to step up big here. We sat down with him, and now we're going to take this to Seth Sagunis to talk to us a little bit more.
My dad was actually the head coach at Blue Valley Northwest for the last 12 years, and that's where I went freshman, sophomore, junior year. But this year he left and went to West. So this is the school I should have went to. My dad and Coach Sherman ran very similar programs, and so it really hasn't been much change. All off season, all winter, spring, and summer, we've been working in the weight room and conditioning on the field, and then just normal 3:30 to 6 practice every day after school. I love all the guys. They're like my brothers. I enjoy being around with them during school and at practice. One game at a time and win. And I mean, I could see us going to a state championship and playing for a state championship.
Yeah, that was a tough loss last year that they suffered, but a lot of new faces coming on. And like we said, we talked to Seth Sagunis earlier this week to get his thoughts on being a big part of this team, metaphorically and literally.
Literally.
Huge guy. His part, like, parts that he'll play on this team. Let's send it up for the clip that we got from him earlier this week.
I'm most looking forward.
September 2nd, 2016. Olathe Northwest squared off against Goddard. However, the result is something they will never forget. Tonight, the Ravens will look for revenge as they open up their season at CBAC, and many members of the team are looking forward to it.
I'm most looking forward to just getting back on the field. It's been about a year since I played football in an organized way, so just getting back on the field with my boys.
I'm looking forward to running all over them as much as I can. I know they lost 3 starters from their defense, and they kind of got weak in that area, so I'm looking to punch it at them.
I'm looking forward to Goddard. We've been waiting for Goddard the whole summer. We've been counting down the days since the first day of summer weights. It was like 106 days till we played them, and we've been counting down every day since. We've been really excited for this game.
With this attitude, the team is looking for a victory and one step closer of their quest towards a state championship.
All right, next, another player profile that we have, Braden Cook. He's going to be the starting quarterback this year after backing up Easton Crupper last year. He got a little bit of time, but not as much as I bet he wanted to get. He's a little bit different than what we've had last year. It's not going to be the run-and-gun offense of style that we're used to with him. It's going to be more of a, maybe even a little option thrown in there, a smaller guy. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, we sat down with Coach Clark this morning, actually, Ron, and he told us that Braden Cook worked extremely hard this offseason. He worked on his 7-on-7 game, became really comfortable with the wide receivers, and not only that, even if he's having a bad game, the good thing about Braden Cook is he can break down a defense with his knowledge up top. That's pretty big. We're going to take this to Braden Cook now as we sat down with him.
I'm most looking forward to just getting back on the field. It's been about a year since I played football in an organized way, so just getting back on the field with my boys. My ability to run, I think it'll give Goddard a little bit of trouble because they got to play 11 on 11 instead of 10 on 11 with an immobile quarterback, so it's just an extra step that'll help us, hopefully. Well, I want to win. I want to win some more games. That's the main thing, just get some more wins. Our football team, I feel like we've got a bunch of kids that have invested a lot of time into the program, so I feel like it'll pay off in the end. I mean, I just want to be the best leader I can of the team. Not really any number statistics. I don't really care that much about that, but just getting wins. Pre-game, I just listen to music for about 2 hours, just get in the zone. That's about it. Yeah, I just want to say, be there Friday. It's gonna be a good one.
All right, that was Braden Cook for you. Like I said, the new starting quarterback here. Another guy we got on video, Andrew Dumas. A very, very imposing running back. As a sophomore last year, he was one of the main backs of the offense. Really big impact on the team. Tell us a little bit about him, CJ.
So I've known Dumas for probably 4 years now, and I can tell you that he's a little quiet, but he's mean on the field. There's nothing that's stopping him, and this year he's really looking forward to some good runs. He wants to get a yardage to kick the team off really well and just get the offense going to get the game going.
Let's see what Andrew had to say to us. We'll send it over to him.
I feel like we're more connected than last year's team. I feel like the juniors and seniors of last year's team were more like by grade, like they communicate with each other, but this year we all communicate with each other, talk about what we need to be doing. Defense, we have a lot of seniors. They've been together for a while. They know the defense pretty much, and they're good at reads.
Thank you, Dumas, for sitting down with us. To sum up the offense tonight, they're going to basically run the same offensive scheme as last year. They're going to try to do a little bit more and run more with the offense. That's basically what they're doing. They felt like they could have improved a lot more from last year, is what Coach Clark was saying. And we're going to take this commercial break, and I want you guys to know that you're watching Raven football on TV 25, where there is always something on.
You know how it goes this time of year in Kansas City. Today it's hot. Tomorrow it's cold. Then it's hot again the day after. We at Town & Country Heating and Cooling take your trust seriously, and we'll make sure you and your home are ready for the unpredictable temperatures this coming season. Call now, 913-649-8696 for our combined 2-for-1 tune-up for your furnace and air conditioner. And if you mention TV 25, we'll take $25 off. Town & Country Heating and Cooling, 913-649-8696. For over 30 years, Santa Fe Tow has been getting you back on the road fast. When you're stuck on the side of the road, you may not realize it, but you might not need a tow. When you call us at 913-712-9084, we know which one of our GPS dispatch trucks is closest. So a certified driver with the right truck is there to help you in a flash. We can even help you with your RV, boat, or motorcycle. So whether it's a jump start, fixing a flat, a little gasoline, or a tow to the shop of your choice, Santa Fe Tow is the one call that can do it all. Call us today at 913-712-9084.
With more premium cable-like channels than any other station in the United States, we are locally owned. We are locally operated. We are free over the air. We are TV 25, where there's always something on.
It's dope.
Oh. All right, welcome back. After that, we're going to talk a little bit about the defense in Olathe Northwest. We've got a lot of returning starters here. A lot of guys that made a big impact on the team last year. Tell us a little bit about them, Landon.
I'm really excited tonight to see senior safety Nick Haggerty. I believe he's going to have a big game tonight. He's going to go out there head hunting, really go to hit some players hard. We're excited about that. Excited to see some younger cornerbacks, Weston Davis and Cole Manning, see what they can do in stopping their receiving game.
Nick Haggerty is definitely a monster on the field. He is not afraid to hit you, and he will hit you as hard as possible. There's one great thing that's really great about Nick is he will lay you out. If you're in front of him, you're not catching the ball. His goal this year, as I sat down with him as well, he wants to get 3 interceptions and take back 2 of them for a pick-6 touchdown.
Before we go to Nick, let's talk a little bit more about him, the fire that he plays with. I mean, you can look at it 2 ways. He was ejected from a game last year. That shows the intensity that he plays with. Maybe he needs to dial it back a little bit sometimes, but this guy goes hard. He there's no off switch for him, and there's no stopping him. When he's staying out of trouble and not getting penalties, it can immensely help the team.
Sometimes the fiery attitude is really good, especially in football, but when it costs you penalties and you're losing 25 yards at a time for being kind of a hothead, it's not very good at the moment. Last year he made a very big mistake jawing with one of the defensive players and got himself ejected. CJ, tell us a little bit about that, what happened after the game.
Well, I would say that, the coaches really, frankly, weren't too happy with him, but I would say that after that game he kind of realized he had to set his head straight. He can play hard, but he can't be doing all those penalties and having all those problems. So if he can play hard tonight and keep away from the penalties, I think that we can really look forward to a great game from him.
CJ, thanks for summing up Nick Hegarty. Now we're going to take this to the booth and show us Nick Hegarty live.
Well, I started playing soccer when I was little, but I couldn't play soccer anymore because I was too aggressive. I'd hurt the other kids, so my parents switched me to football. Playing tackle football since second grade. My goal is to have at least 3 interceptions, and I want to score a touchdown this year. I want to score a touchdown. If I break a record, it's going to be for most tackles in a game. I think it's going to be a really good game. We've seen the film on Goddard, and I think it's going to be a shootout. Their offense is good this year, and ours is good, and it'll just be whoever can make the most stops on defense is going to win.
All right, thanks for sitting down with us, Nick. Next, we're going to go through the majority of the season for Olathe Northwest. I'd say it's a little bit easier than last year because they had a real tough schedule last year. A lot of really good teams that they had to play, including the same Goddard team. They had to face North last year. They had to face East. This is Kyle Sheaver here with us. He's going to sit down with us and talk to us a little bit about.
Do me a little bit of a favor and tell us about the game right here, talking into my mic. I don't believe you. All right, thank you, Sheev. He's just going to sit with us here. All right, now a little bit about the game. Ron, tell us a little bit about the schedule real quick, and we're going to go through with our picks here.
After this much-anticipated game, they're going to take on Olathe South here at home next week. And then Lee Summit again like they did last year, Shawnee Mission North, Leavenworth, Lawrence Free State, Olathe North. I'm sure that game will be circled for everyone. Shawnee Mission South, and then they're playing playoff game. But let's go ahead and get to predictions for tonight's game. Much-anticipated game for a heated tonight.
For tonight's game, I'm going to take the Ravens. It's going to be a close one, though. I think it's going to be a 24-21 game. I think the big kicker for tonight, or the big player for tonight, is going to be the kicker, Valsharinian. Steve, give us your pick.
I really picked Braden Cook. He can scramble, he can pass it, he can do everything you want him to do. He's really going to make good passes. He's going to not turn it over. He's going to do everything you want him to do.
And you heard it from the fan of the game in my perspective. Look at this outfit.
Look at this.
Kyle Sheaver, baby. Landon, who do you think is going to win tonight's game?
Tonight, we're going to get the running game going with Andrew Dumas, and I believe he's going to carry us to victory tonight.
Now, CJ, tell us a little bit about the game tonight.
I think the Ravens are going to get it tonight. If we can get our offense going, I think Braden's going to have at least 100, almost maybe 200 passing yards. I'm going to think we're going to score at least 25, 30 points. I'm looking at the Ravens.
Now, Ron and I got in here a little bit earlier today, and we're picking Northwest. Yes, we're the broadcasters here, and they're our school. But we are not shying away from Goddard. Goddard are some big boys. Ron, tell us about Goddard.
Goddard returns 7 5A All-State players. That's very impressive, and it's going to be a lot for Olathe Northwest to handle. They've got a lot of the better 5A players in the state, including one of the top centers, regardless of league or size of school, in A.J. Vang playing. So this is going to be a big game tonight.
And then not only that, he's playing for his dad in his senior year. He got to the state championship game last year, and he couldn't quite finish. Not necessarily his fault. He did all he could. They couldn't finish. What do you think he's going to bring the intensity, not just to this game, but for the entire year for Goddard?
Oh, I can just see them playing with a huge chip on their shoulder.
Of course, yeah.
They're not going to give Olathe Northwest anything easy tonight. And it'll be a big test for a lot of guys that are a little unproven for Olathe Northwest. But if you ask them, they're definitely up to the challenge.
CJ, you got any final thoughts?
I just think that if we both fight hard tonight, it'll be a fantastic game.
Landon, any final thoughts?
I'd have to agree with him on that. It's going to be a shootout tonight, and I'm ready to see the action.
That's going to do it all for us on the pregame show. In about 5-10 minutes, you'll see me and Nick Lopez up in the booth on the call. Thanks for tuning in this early, and enjoy the game, guys.
With more premium cable-like channels than any other station in the United States, we are locally owned. We are locally operated. We are free over the air. We are TV 25, where there's always something on.
You know how it goes this time of year in Kansas City. Today it's hot. Tomorrow it's cold. Then it's hot again the day after. We at Town & Country Heating and Cooling take your trust seriously, and we'll make sure you and your home are ready for the unpredictable temperatures this coming season. Call now, 913-649-8696 for our combined 2-for-1 tune-up for your furnace and air conditioner. And if you mention TV 25, we'll take $25 off. Town & Country Heating and Cooling, 913-649-8696. For over 30 years, Santa Fe Tow has been getting you back on the road fast. When you're stuck on the side of the road, you may not realize it, but you might not need a tow. When you call us at 913-712-9084, we know which one of our GPS dispatch trucks is closest, so a certified driver with the right truck is there to help you in a flash. We can even help you with your RV, boat, or motorcycle. So whether it's a jump start, fixing a flat, a little gasoline, or a tow to the shop of your choice, Santa Fe Tow is the one call that can do it all. Call us today at 913-712-9084.
With more premium cable-like channels than any other station in the United States, we are locally owned. We are locally operated. We are free over the air. We are TV 25, where there's always something on.
We have a great game tonight in the Sunflower League, and we're going to show you a package about what's going to happen this season in the Sunflower League.
Lawrence Free State. After finishing 9-3 and being undefeated in the Sunflower League, the Firebirds are looking for another dominant and undefeated season. Shawnee Mission East, finishing 10-2 in their season last year, 5-year coach Dustin Delaney hopes to make it past Week 9 again. Shawnee Mission West finished 6-4 and had a heartbreaking defeat against Shawnee Mission East 50-4 last season. They hope to finish first in the league and defeat their Sunflower League foes. Olathe South. After finishing a 4-6 season, they hope to bounce back, although they had a tough first game against Shawnee Mission East, who they lost 62-7 last season. Also finishing 4-6 in the season, the Lions hope for a great season on the road and look for a great final season for head coach Dirk Wedd. A 3-6 finish to a crushing defeat in Week 9, hindering the Eagles from postseason play, Olathe North is ready to reverse the fortunes and come out stronger than ever. Another Olathe team finishing 3-6, the Hawks look to start the season off with a tough win against Hutchinson Salthawks. The Cougars start off the season against a tough opponent, the Lawrence Lions. After a tough 1-8 season, the Cougars are looking for a more positive season with third-year coach Bo Black. Leavenworth. The Pioneers are heading into their final season before they exit for the Sunflower League. They kick off a hopeful season against crosstown rivals Lansing Lions. After a disappointing winless season, the Raiders look to start fresh this year with more experienced players who are determined to recover from last year.
All right, tonight we have a matchup between Olathe Northwest and Goddard High School. We're expecting a big scoring game tonight, explosive offenses. I'm really excited what we have going on tonight.
We have some beautiful weather tonight. I think it's maybe low 70s, but we have
nice.
some low wind, so we don't have to worry about bad passes in the wind. We can just have a good running, hard-fought game.
You know how it goes this time of year.
Olathe Northwest is really going to look to show off what they have this season, and I'm really excited to see what's going to happen.
All right. For ONW Now, this has been C.J. Vrendenberg and Landon Daniel. Sit back to the desk.
You know how it goes this time of year in Kansas City. Today it's hot. Tomorrow it's cold. Then it's hot again the day after. We at Town & Country Heating and Cooling take your trust seriously, and we'll make sure you and your home are ready for the unpredictable temperatures this coming season. Call now, 913-649-8696 for our combined 2-for-1 tune-up for your furnace and air conditioner. And if you mention TV 25, we'll take $25 off. Town & Country Heating and Cooling, 913-649-8696. For over 30 years, Santa Fe Tow has been getting you back on the road fast. When you're stuck on the side of the road, you may not realize it, but you might not need a tow. When you call us at 913-712-9084, we know which one of our GPS dispatch trucks is closest, so a certified driver with the right truck is there to help you in a flash. We can even help you with your RV, boat, or motorcycle. So whether it's a jump start, fixing a flat, a little gasoline, or a tow to the shop of your choice, Santa Fe Tow is the one call that can do it all. Call us today at 913-712-9084.
With more premium cable-like channels than any other station in the United States, we are locally owned. We are locally operated. We are free over the air. We are TV 25, where there's always something on.
All right, Once again, I'm Roan Stanley alongside Nick Lopez up here in the booth getting ready for the call tonight. Once again, if you're just now joining us, there will be Olathe Northwest versus Goddard High School. Goddard's traveled a pretty good ways to get here. I believe it's over 4 hours from where they are, which is far west of Wichita if you're not familiar with them. Them being 5A, Northwest being 6A, but I'd say this is as close to an even matchup, maybe even favored in Goddard's favor if whatever way you want to look at it, because they were the runner-up in 5A last year in the state title game.
I'm going to be completely honest with you right now, Roan. I would say it favors Goddard really well. They're really big. We were on the field, and you and I looked at each other. We were very impressed with the size of them. Maybe it's because they're more farm boys or whatever. I don't know what they're feeding them down there, but they are very big. That's going to be a hard matchup for the offensive line, who's not very big for Northwest. They do have some big kids up there like Sessagunas, but at center, they got a kid who hasn't started a varsity game at center in Trevor Adams.
Which that'll be big for Olathe Northwest, but what's also big? The Olathe Northwest offensive line in general. Trevor Adams is a beast defensively, and I can guess he probably won't be. He won't be any slouch on offense either at center. A very athletic and agile guy for his size, and surrounded by Michael Marinakis, Sterling Swinford, Seth Sagunas, and whoever else they try and throw in there. A lot of big bodies up there on the front, but like we said, it could be said for Goddard too the same way. They're big. we were even looking down onto the field looking at Goddard's quarterback, Blake Sullivan, and he looked like a college linebacker. He was huge.
He looked like a defensive end in college right now. Could be playing D1 defensive end right now. He was that big. We looked at each other, and we thought of a kid in our mind who's a backup quarterback for us in Cole Manning. We may not see Cole play much not at QB, but when he does, if he does get the chance, he's going to look just like the kid for Goddard is tonight.
And let's talk about the polar opposite of Goddard quarterback Blake Sullivan, which is Olathe Northwest quarterback Braden Cook, who stands at, I'd say 5'11" if you want to be generous.
That's generous. I would say more like 5'8", 5'9".
He's not a tall guy.
Not a tall cookie.
Which he's very fast, very mobile on his feet. But we talked to Coach Clark, the offensive coordinator for Olathe Northwest this morning, and they don't plan on changing their offense that much from what they had last year with the run and gun quarterback in Easton Crupper.
Actually, they said there's going to be more wrinkles that they can throw in. They can use Braden on more of an option. Instead of bringing him in for 1 or 2 plays and then knowing they're running the option or they're taking over and they're running the ball, they can put him in shotgun. They can flare it out like they want to. What I heard from Weston Davis, who's going to get a lot of playing time, more of a running back by committee. They do have a starting quarterback or a starting running back in Andrew Dumas. It's going to be John Bowman and Weston Davis who are also going to be sharing carries. And Weston Davis said it's going to be a little different this year because they're going to go with more of a 2-back system with all the speed they have in the backfield, which is different from last year.
All right, before the game gets started, we're going to send it to one last commercial break, and then after that, we'll be back with some Raven football here on TV 25.
You know how it goes this time of year in Kansas City. Today it's hot. Tomorrow it's cold. Then it's hot again the day after. We at Town & Country Heating and Cooling take your trust seriously, and we'll make sure you and your home are ready for the unpredictable temperatures this coming season. Call now, 913-649-8696 for our combined 2-for-1 tune-up for your furnace and air conditioner. And if you mention TV 25, we'll take $25 off. Town & Country Heating and Cooling, 913-649-8696. For over 30 years, Santa Fe Tow has been getting you back on the road fast. When you're stuck on the side of the road, you may not realize it, but you might not need a tow. When you call us at 913-712-9084, we know which one of our GPS dispatch trucks is closest, so a certified driver with the right truck is there to help you in a flash. We can even help you with your RV, boat, or motorcycle. So whether it's a jump start, fixing a flat, a little gasoline, or a tow to the shop of your choice, Santa Fe Tow is the one call that can do it all. Call us today at 913-712-9084.
With more premium cable-like channels than any other station in the United States, we are locally owned. We are locally operated. We are free over the air. We are TV 25, where there's always something on.
Little introduction. We have the Ravens right now breaking it down in their huddle. I'm a little shocked, bro, to see Brendan Bolden start tonight, as they called out the offensive starters. I thought they would have maybe gave it to a familiar face, you know, more like Jackson Butler, with him being a senior. But his dad also being a player.
Oh, I'd have to disagree with you there. I don't think coaching has anything to. I don't think coaching has anything to do with it when it comes to who's going to play and who's not going to play, because whoever does start, really, there's going to be a lot of in and outs.
Yeah.
Like they announced both John Bowman and Drew Dumas as starters, but we all know they'll be in there. Nick Hegarty might get in there. Weston Davis might get in there at tailback. It'll be a lot of guys in and out, and I won't even bother everyone with naming all the receivers that could come in for Olathe Northwest, because they'll platoon in and out. Probably 7 or 8 of them will see the field tonight.
Yeah, if you guys see, as right now the captains are heading there, we have number 89, Jack Parks, number 5, Braden Cook. Ron, tell me who number 72 is right there.
Number 72, Luke Wellman, and number 3, Joe Hatsfield. A guy I really like on the offensive side for Olathe Northwest, Joe Hatsfield. He can get anything that's just thrown straight up into the air. We saw that a lot last year with Eastern Crupper. Some passes that you would have thought that no one was going to get to. Joe Hatsfield somehow came down with them.
Yeah, and I'm not going to lie right now. Obviously, I know it's the captain's meeting. It doesn't really mean hold that much, but I'm surprised to see Luke Wellman out there. I thought they would have maybe gone with, like, someone who has a little bit more varsity experience. Obviously, it doesn't matter, but, you know, I still thought they would have gone with someone with a little bit more experience.
All right, let's talk a little bit more about, we already mentioned size.
Yeah.
We've mentioned that a few times, and someone who adds into that size for Olathe Northwest, Jack Parks, a senior tight end, and a big body. Him and Matt Vanderslice were a dynamic duo last year, creating horrible matchup problems for any defense, because I don't know how you could guard one guy that's 6'6", and then somehow find someone else to guard a guy that was 6'8". Now the 6'8 guy's gone, but 6'6 Jack Parks is here for at least one more season.
See, well, I don't know how effective Jack Parks is going to be tonight. He hyperextended his knee there in practice as they were doing this 9-on-7 drill, which, to be honest, I know that's football, does not make any sense to me when you're on game week. He was running out, got hit by a whole bunch of guys, and they fell on his knee and he hyperextended it. Now, we didn't sit down with anyone. We don't know how healthy he is, but he sat out of practice every single day this week except for Thursday and
Yeah, he was back yesterday on Thursday, but according to what Coach Clark said, he sounds ready to go, and I trust that they wouldn't put someone out there that they didn't think was ready to go, as here comes Olathe Northwest to take the opening kickoff of the game.
Yeah, most definitely right there. I don't think the coaches would put anyone in harm's way. I mean, let's just be honest there. These are kids. They're not getting paid. These guys don't have their jobs on the line like they do in college, so they're not going to force a kid to play. Also, I want to mention right now, we have the varsity soccer game for Olathe Northwest going on right now, and it's a 1-to-1 game with about 1:27 left in the game, as those players will head over here to come support the football team after that.
Well, it looks like they're headed to overtime there over on that side. Olathe Northwest has got a very good soccer team, and one thing we saw last year that we don't have this year, no soccer players playing football. Last year there was a couple of them, David Boschman and Charlie Holmgren, both came over to help out Northwest in their kicking game. This year, no soccer players. Leading the kicking game for Northwest will more than likely be Val Shrinian. We may see a little bit of Connor Boyd. Yeah. I think he'll do the punting, but mainly Val Shrinian.
And if anyone does, unfortunately, knock on wood, get hurt, we will see John Bowman, as he missed a few field goals last year in that Goddard game that could have made the big difference.
And Goddard is ready for the opening kickoff. That is number 8, Gentry Cole, ready to fire it deep for the Goddard Lions. And football season has officially begun in Olathe, Kansas. Up the middle for Olathe Northwest, finding a hole on the right side. And that's a great return to start off the game for Brandon Bolden. Talked about a little bit about him earlier, how you were surprised to see him in the starting lineup. That's a great start as he gets Northwest out to about the 34 or the 35-yard line for their opening drive of the season.
See, I've always heard that kid is very fast. He's a big kid. He's standing at a little bit over 6'2", at 6'3", 181 pounds. I just didn't think they would give him the start tonight over a senior. But I'm very glad he's out there. He got some playing time last year. Didn't complete the passes, but he got some playing time.
On the near side, wide out, that's going to be Joe Hatsfield on the shotgun. Braden Cook surrounded by John Bowman and Drew Dumas on the left side. That's over to Joe Hatsfield. He's got room, and he is hit by a swarm of Lions, stays on his feet for a gain of about 5 or 6 yards on the first play of the game. Northwest coaches look like they wanted a late hit there, but refs are going to let them play this early in the game.
Yeah, and as we see, number 21, Brennan Bolden, is in the game right now. I don't see Valsharanian on the field, we see Valsharanian checking in right now. That is Braden's #1 target. I'm going to say #1 target because last year, him and Val had a few games last year where it was 300 yards that Val had receiving. On JV, but still respectable.
Just thought I'd mention that.
Still respectable. He's
very
got an
good.
Arm. He's got an arm.
Braden Cook on the hand to Dumas. He's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage, and he'll be taken down for no gain at all on 2nd down. That'll bring up 3rd and about 3 for Olathe Northwest on their first drive of the game. 3rd down was something they struggled with last year. Like we said in the pregame show, offensively handicapped, maybe not that severe, but it definitely wasn't the dynamic offense that people wanted to see.
But they have a lot more options this year, though. They just don't have to run the ball on 3rd and 3. They can throw the ball. They can do some read option. They can do some screens, which is what they loved to do last year, is run screens.
In shotgun, Cook dropping back to pass, looking for Hatsfield. Ball's thrown behind him, and that'll bring up 4th down for the Olathe Northwest Ravens. That seems like a pass Braden should have made. A little behind him, but I don't see a punter coming out on the field. 4th and 3 on the first. Oh, here they come. Here comes special team. It almost looked like for a second that Braden Cook wanted to go for it on 4th and 3 on the first drive of the game.
See, it almost seems like that's what they were going to do, but then they decided not to late, which is actually smart. You're on your own 40, pretty much. Why give them that?
Don't give them that type of good field position to start. On the kick, there's Boyd. High on the left side, and it'll sail out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. And that is where the official keeps moving up. The Goddard Lions will start their opening drive of the night on the 41-yard line as the Olathe Northwest defense comes out. Tell us a little bit about some of the key players on defense for Olathe Northwest.
See, some of the key players for me on defense is Jake England. Jake England had a very tough time staying on the field last year. Very good when he's on the field, though. That's why he's not playing offense this year, even though he was slotted to be. But they also have a really big guy to me. It's Cody Marlette. Cody Marlette last year was all over the field, 2nd on the team in tackles. And we also have the best safety to me in the state of Kansas in Nick Haggerty.
Blake Sullivan rushing down the left side. A lot of blockers in front of him. He's going to move upfield and get a nice gain on 1st down. Looks like he'll be just short of the 1st down marker, bring up 2nd and 1 for Goddard on their first play of the game. Blake Sullivan is a big man, about 6 foot, 195, very stocky guy, and he looks like he's pretty versatile as a very obvious quarterback run on the first play.
I was just going to say that right there. If I was on the end right there, I would have been scared to try to get in the way of that man. He looks like a fullback out there.
He's going to hand it off down the middle.
Goddard's doing some really much the same things as they said last year. They said they were going to run the same scheme. They said they weren't going to change much. They actually felt a little more at ease with now this kid being, with now their quarterback being a 2-year starter. Two-year starter. He played a little bit in his sophomore year. But what's really big about him, actually he's a 3-year returning starter. My bad.
Looking to his right side. Goddard throwing, moving upfield. They're going to get a few yards on 1st down there. Nice pickup as they're dealt with by a swarm of Ravens. On that first carry for Goddard was a transfer coming from Wichita North High School. That is Darius Russell, a guy that we know they're very excited about. A very good back coming from Wichita North. And he's going to have to replace some production that they lost at that position last year.
Yeah, but as a quote from the coaches, he said they were very happy with him. They're glad that he transferred there for his senior year.
Handoff to Russell down the middle. He's got a big hole, and he'll be dragged down to the ground by, I believe that was Joe Hatsfield on the tackle.
And up front for the Olathe Northwest Ravens, we have number 70, Sesagunis. Pretty good to see him out there. Number 91, Jake England. Also filled with a few other guys, and Matt Sinclair and a few other more of them.
Looking right, pass is going to be completed for Goddard. On the completion there is That's Zach True on the right side. In shotgun once again. Blake Sullivan's going to hand off down the middle to Russell. He's got a nice hole on the right side. Tried to get away, but not able to break the tackle of Jackson Butler. Probably saved a touchdown there.
And we see number 89, Jack Parks, coming in for Cody Marlette. As they look like now, they're going to go with more of a heavy front on the defensive line.
An early rhythm for Goddard is making them very difficult to stop. So Olathe Northwest still trying to figure out what they're going to put together defensively. Sullivan drops back. He's going to scramble to the left, being chased. Throw a ball way up into the air, and it's caught. But Goddard, the Goddard receiver, was pushed out of bounds. That looks like it was Cole Caraway on the catch. Looked like he was going to come down with a nice grab, but just ran out of room on the left side of the end zone.
Now, as we see it right there is, what did we hear from a lot of the Northwest players? It was going to be a shootout on offense. They knew that both offenses are really good, really strong, can do a lot of things. So with that being said, we are going to see a lot of yards given up on the defensive front. Like
so far, Goddard hasn't given up many yards, haven't even given up a first down. Just 7 offensive yards for Olathe Northwest on their first drive and a 3-and-out to start the season. Goddard looks much more comfortable in their offense as Blake Sullivan has quickly led Goddard to the Olathe Northwest 18 as he's going to hand off to Russell on the right side, and he'll be dragged down.
21 for Northwest.
First one to get there was Brendan Bolden. You said you were surprised to see him starting. That's the 3rd time we called his name tonight.
And
he's been everywhere.
Both sides of the ball tonight. Not just one, both sides of the ball. Pretty impressive for that kid. Got some playing time last year. Didn't really step up when needed last year because of some blowouts. But it looks like he's stepping up tonight so far at the big kickoff return, and then now that tackle right there to save a touchdown.
Yeah, Brendan Bolden, only a junior, as Goddard's going to drop back to pass, and the pass is sailed over the head of the intended wide receiver, and that's going to bring up 4th and about 12 for Goddard. Do you see them going for it here, or do you think they'll see what they can do? We don't know anything about their kicking game.
Yeah, we don't know anything about their kicking game, but if I were them, if I was the coach, I would put the easy points on the board. Obviously, it's not easy in high school football, even at the college level, for kicking a field goal at this range. But I think you put it in your kicker, and you don't necessarily try to go for a pass here that could fail, pick 6, something like that, force fumble. Try to keep it on the leg.
The kick is up and good for Goddard through the uprights. And good, but there's a flag on the play. Officials waving their hands. Let's go down to the field to see what the call is.
Looks like Parks right now is trying to plead his case to the ref. I don't know if that's going to hold up much. That's an illegal substitute, Ron.
Legal substitute.
A very dumb mistake, actually. To lose 5 yards when you made the field goal.
Well, Gentry Cole for Goddard will have to try again unless they think he's been moved out of his range.
Which it looks like they think it is. No? It looks like the
we don't know what Goddard's just standing around.
Well, they're bringing in the quarterback right there.
Blake Sullivan again. I don't see Gentry Cole on the field. It looks like Goddard's going to go for it here on about 4th and 16. Darius Russell in the backfield. He's going to drop back. Rolling left. A lot of Ravens around. He's going to give himself up at the Northwest 31-yard line, and that's where the Ravens will take possession after a turnover on downs for Goddard. Great defense by Olathe Northwest after what should have been a made field goal for Goddard, but it was taken back by, I believe, an illegal substitution. Not what you want to see if you're the coaching staff for Goddard. That's points that just taken off the board.
See, now right there, as Northwest last year had a few field goals missed, completely botched. That's a botched field goal right there. That can come back to haunt you in the 4th quarter. That can haunt you in the first half. If you give up a touchdown and then they get an easy stop, then you're down. You lose that momentum because you had a really good offensive possession right there.
Yeah, Goddard had a lot of momentum moving down the field. I wouldn't say they moved down the field with ease, but they definitely were moving the ball quickly until that unfortunate penalty, which gives the ball to the Ravens, and Braden Cook will head back out.
You know, Rowan, I'm going to make a bold prediction tonight, and I'm going to say that this game is going to come down to special teams once again. I think it's going to play a big factor tonight.
Special teams, or the lack of, play a big part in high school sports. It's not college football, it's not the NFL. Field goals are not a given, as we'll see Braden Cook go under center for the first time tonight with Drew Dumas behind him. He's going to hand off, runner on the left side, breaking tackles for Olathe Northwest.
And that's going to be
That's John Bowman moving up the field quickly with about a 15-yard gain on first down.
Now, the thing about John is he had a fumbling problem last year. Hopefully that was fixed through all the walkthroughs, all the practices, all that being out in the heat. But he's quick. He's not just quick, he runs hard. That's a little bit different than Dumas. Dumas can run and get a lot of yards, but he doesn't run fast. He's more of a runner. He's not really a hard runner. If that makes sense.
He is a hard runner. He almost problem is he kind of runs with his head down sometimes, and that led to some problems last year as whistles blown before
be a timeout.
Before the snap is taken.
I saw Braden hold up his hand. I guess it's not a timeout.
I guess the refs weren't set.
It,
In an I formation, it's going to be a toss to Bowman on the left side. He's got blockers in front of him. Bowman with another nice gain, about 12 yards there. That's 27 yards in 2 plays for John Bowman. He looks like he's running with his head up tonight.
Yeah, if I'm the offensive coordinator right now for Northwest, I'm staying with the running game. That's worked. You're 2 for 2 on plays. I would stay with it. I would maybe try. You're still pretty fresh on legs, so I would stay with Dumas and Bowman, but I wouldn't be afraid to bring in Weston Davis either.
You cannot get predictable though.
No. Yeah, you're gonna have to mix in some passes.
Toss out to the right side. There's Dumas fighting forward, breaking loose, and he'll pick up another 8 yards. The Raven rushing offense is moving right now, looking very good.
Look, they're looking pretty good right there. Would you try to bring in maybe a read option with Braden right now to kind of get away from that same offensive style they're doing right now where they're just getting it and tossing it?
I'd like to see a throw here. You've had a lot of nice, good gains on the ground.
A shotgun throw or play action?
They're going to start moving linebackers up if you continue to run the ball over and over again. You have to be able to get where you're unpredictable. As they're going to toss out again to Drew Dumas. He's got a lot of people in front of him this time, and he's met by a lot of Goddard Lions there, as it looks like that was Cameron Gonzalez on the tackle for Goddard.
And we saw this at the Olathe North game last year as well. Olathe North ran a lot of a 3-back system, which is what Northwest is doing right now. They have Weston kind of in that motion, about ready to go, but that is Weston Davis, number 2, the 3rd running back for Northwest.
If you're just now joining us, there's about 6 minutes and 50 seconds left in the first quarter. No score yet so far as Braden Cook drops back to pass. He's looking to the right side. Intended receiver was Val Shrinian, but he was quickly covered up by Goddard, and the pass is over his head and incomplete for a 4th down and 3 for Olathe Northwest.
Not a bad idea, though. They mixed it up, 4th and 3. It looks like they're going to bring on the punt team. Now here, I think I would go for it here. You're on the other teams. You got 3 yards. You got big backs. They haven't stopped them. Why not give them a chance?
Already 2 3rd and shorts that Olathe Northwest was not able, as it looks like there's going to be a fake and a pitch to the left side. There's Val Shrinian on the spin, and he's going to get the first down for Olathe Northwest Ravens. A weird formation. Saw a snapper, someone about 5 feet behind, and then Val Shrinian, who they were expecting to punt, and then a nice option and a toss out to Val Shrinian, who is also a wide receiver, a punter, and a kicker, and a great play for Olathe Northwest. You said they thought about going for it.
And I don't think that play was quite designed for Val to run it, and it just so happens that Val swung to the corner and got the ball.
Great heads-up play as Braden Cook will be back in shotgun. He's looking to the left side. Pump fake, he's being chased. He's going to throw deep. He's got Joe Hatfield on the catch on the left side of the end zone. Touchdown, Olathe Northwest.
Now,
fantastic throw.
Fantastic. Threw that in the coverage like a dime. What have we heard from Coach Clark, players, fans? Braden Cook is a mastermind when it comes to quarterback. He's a football genius. He can read defenses and break down any scheme that you throw at him. Very clutch play right there to score the first touchdown of the game to make it 6-0 with 6:20 left in the first quarter.
Great throw and great catch. We talked about him earlier. Joe Hatfield will go up and get anything. That's all you got to do. You just got to throw it up and let him go get it. It's going to be Val Shrinian on the PAT. It'll be no good off to the right side.
And that
looks like that caught the end of his foot.
And we're going to take a break right here. I want you guys to know you're watching Raven football on TV 25 where there is always something on.
You know how it goes this time of year in Kansas City. Today it's hot. Tomorrow it's cold. Then it's hot again the day after. Be a Town & Country Heating and Cooling. Take your trust seriously, and we'll make sure you and your home are ready for the unpredictable temperatures this coming season. Call now, 913-649-8696 for our combined 2-for-1 tune-up for your furnace and air conditioner. And if you mention TV 25, we'll take $25 off. Town & Country Heating and Cooling, 913-649-8696. For over 30 years, Santa Fe Tow has been getting you back on the road fast. When you're stuck on the side of the road, you may not realize it, but you might not need a tow. When you call us at 913-712-9084, we know which one of our GPS dispatch trucks is closest. So a certified driver with the right truck is there to help you in a flash. We can even help you with your RV, boat, or motorcycle. So whether it's a jump start, fixing a flat, a little gasoline, or a tow to the shop of your choice, Santa Fe Tow is the one call that can do it all. Call us today at 913-712-9084.
Back up to the booth, and here's Northwest on the kickoff after a touchdown from Joe Hatfield to start off the scoring here in the game. And a nice tackle on the left side inside of the 20. That's where Goddard will start off their next possession.
And that's going to be number 17. No, that is not.
No, that was Mario Hansen,
Mario
number
Hansen.
13 on the tackle for Olathe Northwest. He quickly met Goddard as we're going to go down to the sideline for C.J. Friederberg.
So I was on the sideline for that touchdown, and Joe Hatfield burned that corner. And Braden delivered it right where he needed to. If we can start every game like that, and we can have our offense carry that out, it'll be a great season, and we'll have some great offense going. And Rowan in the box.
All right. Thank you for that, CJ. As Blake Sullivan will come back out for Goddard, he's going to hand it off to the left side to Russell. A lot of Northwest defenders out. He's slowly breaking tackles, and he'll get a short positive gain on first down.
Yep, very big gain right there for them. As we see Jack Parks up front getting a lot of playing time. I didn't expect to see him much on defense due to his knee. But, hey, if they say he's ready to go, who knows better than the coaches, right?
Oh, yeah. But he's such a big guy. It's hard to play without him because he creates a lot of matchup problems for any defense. Fast enough for a cornerback as Blake Russell will take the snap and shotgun. Design quarterback run up the middle, but he's swallowed up quickly by Olathe Northwest. That was number 72, Sterling Swinford, also the starting right tackle on the tackle for Olathe Northwest.
As we see number 16, Cole Manning, in right now. As I would say, he's in an outside linebacker right now. Weirdy's getting a lot of playing time over the the two-year starter in Cody Marlette.
Back in shotgun, Blake Sullivan. To his left, Darius Russell, another design quarterback run. He's running up the middle, and he's going to get the first down by about a yard on that 3rd and 2, as a lot of the momentum has slowed for Goddard. It's not the same swagger that we saw them come out and play with in their first drive. I'm sure that has to go with not being able to put points up on that last drive because they looked really good, to be honest.
Definitely not the same speed, but also not the same tempo, though, either. Tempo and all that plays a big factor in how you're going to run your plays.
Sullivan looking left side. He's going to throw to, that's number 24, Cole Caraway on the left side. He'll be just short of another first down for Goddard.
A very nice play to get some yards and get moving in the right direction for them. A 2nd and 1, Roan. What do you think they're going to run here?
I'd take a shot down the field personally. I don't know a ton about their offense and what they like to do. I know they have tried to throw the ball down the field in the past. That's what I would do. Looks like they're going to hand off to Darius Russell, and he's going to run into a pile of Ravens in the middle. And
that's going to be Trevor
I think it'll be enough for a first down on a nice tackle from Trevor Adams.
He did a very good job of wrapping up right there and not letting him get any more yards after he was initially hit.
officials in the middle of the field trying to figure out if they're going to give him the first down or not. I think they're going to bring on the chains to see.
And they are going to bring out the chains. They are going to bring out the chains. Oh, and this year, as I saw earlier, I was going to point it out, Coach Sherman is down on the field this year. Wasn't on the field last year as he was up in the sideline. Got very heated up here.
Yeah, head coach Chip Sherman for Olathe Northwest spent the majority of last year, or I think all of last year, in the booth up here just to the right of us. So you can infer that we would hear all of the frustrations that any head coach would want to let out during a game. And we were right there for all of them. I feel so special.
But I think that's a little bit why he did it, though. He decided to go on the sideline, so if he doesn't like the play, instead of waiting for a 2-second lag on the headsets, he can say, no, we're not running that play. We're doing this play. No one knows the offense better than the head coach himself.
Sullivan taking the snap. He's looking to the left side. Ball's thrown a little too far out in front of Cole Caraway, and that's another rough play for Goddard. We've seen more of them on this drive as they haven't looked nearly as smooth as they did on their first one.
And it looks like the Goddard student section isn't very bad at all.
They're very impressive, especially from how far they're coming, over, 3 to 4 hours away. A great showing for them. They've got more than half of what Olathe Northwest's got. That's very impressive.
And we're 15 feet away.
Sullivan's going to hand it off to Russell, who is met in the middle on a big tackle. That looks like it was Jack Parks who met Darius Russell furiously in the middle and gave him no room, as it'll bring up 3rd and 10 for Goddard High School.
And I'm just saying this, number 70, Seth Zagunis, looks better in a Raven jersey than he does in a Blue Valley Northwest jersey.
I completely agree.
I'm going to be honest, he does. Maybe that's because we have his size, but he looks good.
Trips to the near side for Goddard High School here on 3rd and 10. Sullivan's going to drop back. He's looking to the right side, and he's going to be met in the middle. That was
number 70, Seth
first
Zagunis.
To get a hand, Seth Zagunis, and along with some help from a couple other guys, will bring down Goddard on, I think it was about a 1-yard pickup, and it'll bring up 4th and 8. So not quite a sack, but.
Not quite, but it looks like they're definitely bringing on the punt team here.
It'll be a quarterback punt by Sullivan, a low line drive just over the heads of a lot of players, as it'll roll to the Olathe Northwest 21-yard line. No chance for a return there.
We saw a lot of that quarterback punting style from Shawnee Mission North last year, and the Ravens did very well against that when Elijah Rowland took it back for 6. So I would not.
I personally like it.
Well,
personally like it, especially on short field position. Say you're on the other team's 50 or 40, and you can't quite kick the field goal, but if you got a good punter, his leg's going to take it far into the end zone, and it keeps the defense honest. They can't set up in a full punting punt defense, punt return, and it enables you to pin them in a good position, as Braden Cook will line up in shotgun. Drew Dumas to his right. The handoff to Dumas up the middle. Tried to find a hole, but a couple Goddard players were able to get a hand on him. Looks like that was a couple of Goddard linebackers on the shared tackle.
And I'm just going to say this right now. They're not getting enough credit right now, and everyone, I bet, on TV, and even we are looking at the running backs getting these 4 or 5 yard gains. The offensive linemen are getting 3 or 4 or 5 yards upfield. They're getting a big push. So they're creating a hole for these running backs to run through.
They earn the gains a lot of the time, those offensive linemen, as that looks like it's going to be, that it should be Goddard offsides. Looks like it was number 56, Jeremiah Crawford, who got a little too far ahead of himself, and that'll move Northwest even closer to a first down.
I don't know.
Assuming I'm wrong.
Looks like they're moving it up, but.
Yeah, that'll be a neutral zone infraction on Goddard, and it'll be a first down for Olathe Northwest.
Now, I don't know if that looked like they may have been short, so I think they may have given them the automatic first down right there.
The benefit of the doubt never hurt anybody. Brennan Cook going to toss out to the right side. There's John Moman trying to beat defenders to the sideline. He's going to break up the middle for a nice gain of about 10 yards there. John Bowman has impressed me immensely in this first quarter with about 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to go.
John Bowman lowered his shoulder right there and hit him hard. I have John in class, and John says he wears that neck brace just because he plays a lot on the field. He's always on the field. He doesn't want anything to happen when he takes a hit.
Personally, I would not want to be hit by John Bowman.
Personally, I would not either.
I feel like that would hurt a lot.
But the great thing is we have something scarier than John Bowman and Trevor Adams. I heard he hits even harder than John does, and they go up against each other in practice almost nonstop.
The two-sided players are the guys that are a lot to be afraid of, because those guys are the best conditioned on the team, and honestly, on a football field, have no fear.
And honestly, let's just be honest too, if you're starting on both sides of the ball, you're probably the best player on the team as well. One of the best players on the team.
That measurement from the officials will go in Olathe Northwest's favor as another Raven first down. The chains just keep on moving for Olathe Northwest. At a bit of a slower pace right now, but they still look great on offense this drive and the drive before.
Yes, they do. They look really good. As they have Joe Hatsfield lined up on the left side of Braden Cook.
Braden Cook surrounded by both John Moman and Drew Dumas. He's going to drop back, looking to the right side, going downfield. He's got a receiver open, and it's going to be dropped on the sideline. Oh, I believe that was Val Shrenian streaking down the sideline. A perfectly thrown ball by Braden Cook, and he wasn't able to reel it in.
And that is Braden's favorite target. Is Val Shrenian right there. So for him to drop that
was
that
not
was
bad.
Brendan Bolden.
Brendan Bolden, sorry.
And he got some playing time last year, and he had a catching problem. Now as Val Shrenian checks in, that's who I would have designed the play for right there is Val. Because it's his favorite target, he feels comfortable with him, and he has big play capabilities with Val.
I know he didn't come down with it, but Brendan Bolden was not going to be caught. He was way out in front of everybody else, as on the carry is John Bowman on the right side.
Now I'm going to run through the starting offensive linemen right now.
We just hit the 2-minute mark here in the first quarter. Score is 6-0. Olathe Northwest leads Goddard High School. Please continue, Nick.
The starting linemen right now from the left tackle on is Seth Segunis, Michael Marinakis, Trevor Adams, Jake Wolf, and Sterling Swinford.
That's a big offensive line.
That is a big offensive line. The only guy who's not the tallest, even though he's still 6 foot, is Trevor Adams.
And the tackles, especially Sterling Swinford, are very mobile, as Braden Cook will be left in the shotgun alone. Screen pass out to the left side, looking for Drew Dumas. Got one blocker and 3 Goddard defenders, but he'll, looks like, get another first down for Olathe Northwest.
A very good play right there. Dumas shedded some tackles right there, got some yards after contact, looking really good. And the offensive lineman has looked solid. I haven't seen Braden get hit one time when it wasn't a running play.
Offensive line was solid last year, too. Only minimal hits on Easton Crupper, who was a senior last year, and he wasn't even that mobile.
Now,
that was just the offensive line protecting him very well. I believe he only was sacked 5 times last year.
And you and I talked about it as we see Coach Chip Sherman is walking over to his huddle right now.
Yeah, he doesn't look happy. Olathe Northwest is taking their first time out of the game with 1 minute left, as we're going to go to
You know how it goes this time of year.
Right back.
You know how it goes this.
You're watching TV 25, or you're watching Olathe Northwest football on TV 25.
You know how it goes this time of year in Kansas City. Today it's hot. Tomorrow it's cold. Then it's hot again the day after. Be a Town & Country Heating and Cooling. Take your trust seriously, and we'll make sure you and your home are ready for the unpredictable temperatures this coming season. Call now, 913-649-8696 for our combined 2-for-1 tune-up for your furnace and air conditioner. And if you mention TV 25, we'll take $25 off. Town & Country Heating and Cooling, 913-649-8696. For over 30 years, Santa Fe Tow has been getting you back on the road fast. When you're stuck on the side of the road, you may not realize it, but you might not need a tow. When you call us at 913-712-9080.
Activity Center. It's Braden Cook under center for Olathe Northwest. He's going to take get the handoff to John Bowman, who's going to be stuffed at the line of scrimmage, trying to find the middle.
That was a big hit by number 51 right there as the clock is running down.
All right, next we're going to send it down to Landon Daniel on the sideline. He'll have a special report for us on the sideline. We're going to hold off on Landon for 1 second as Olathe Northwest is going to come up on 2nd and 10.
And they have Weston still in the game, hasn't touched the ball yet.
Braden Cook rolling right. He's going to stop. Oh, he's going to cut back. Nobody on the left side. Braden Cook rushing up. He's got a blocker in front of him, Valstrinian. Oh, he's going to be pushed out of bounds. Just kind of ran out of room there. I guess you could give the tackle to number 30, Ben Bannister, but nobody was stopping him. We're now going to send it down to Landon Daniel on the sideline. Take it away, Landon.
Tonight here at the Olathe Northwest Goddard football game, we're out to a hot start, getting out there quick on offense. We just had a 30-yard run by running back Cook, and running backs like Andrew Dumas are also carrying the load out there. It's looking great early. I'm excited to see what we have left in store.
That was John Bowman getting tripped up on minimal game. Thanks for that insight, Landon. And the clock is going to run out on the first quarter. Pressuring now is Olathe Northwest as they lead 6-0. And we're going to send it to commercial break. A reminder, you're watching Olathe Northwest Ravens football on TV 25.
For over 30 years, Santa Fe Tow has been getting you back on the road fast. When you're stuck on the side of the road, you may not realize it, but you might not need a tow. When you call us at 913-712-9084, we know which one of our GPS dispatch trucks is closest, so a certified driver with the right truck is there to help you in a flash. We can even help you with your RV, boat, or motorcycle. So whether it's a jump start, fixing a flat, a little gasoline, or a tow to the shop of your choice, Santa Fe Tow is the one call that can do it all. Call us today at 913-712-9084.
With more premium cable-like channels than any other station in the United States, we are locally owned. We are locally operated. We are free over the air. We are TV 25, where there's always something on. With more premium cable-like channels than any other station in the United States, we are locally owned. We are locally operated. We are free over the air. We are TV 25, where there's always something on.
You know how it goes this time of year in Kansas City. Today it's hot. Tomorrow it's cold. Then it's hot again the day after. Be at Town & Country Heating and Cooling.
For some second quarter action, here's Olathe Northwest is pressuring on the Goddard side of the field. On the left side, that's going to be Weston Davis running in for the touchdown. Touchdown Olathe Northwest. Oh, there's that.
That is one of my.
That's a yellow piece of cloth. That's not good for Olathe Northwest. Looks like it's going to come back. That's holding territory right there.
That is not very good because that was Weston's first carry of the game. You gave him the ball, he's a playmaker. He's going to do something special for you. He's always been like that ever since he was little. He's looking really good out there, though. He's blocking good, hitting people good, and playing very aggressive on both sides of the ball tonight.
Yeah, Weston Davis really coming out with a bang as what looks like it should have been a touchdown for Olathe Northwest. But they'll get moved back about 10 yards, and it'll be 2nd and 12 for Olathe Northwest here with 11 minutes and 52 seconds left in the second quarter.
I wouldn't shy away from doing that same play again, though. That got a lot of yards on it. I'd try it again, one more time at least.
Braden Cook in shotgun. Drew Dumas to his right. Taking the handoff to Dumas on the right side, hitting Brandon Bolden with a nice throw, but he's not able to go anywhere. That was Ben Bannister on the tackle.
Just imagine how things could have been if Brendan would have came down with that ball. Early on, Braden Cook threw about a 30-yard pass that Brandon Bolden could not hold on to, and that defender was nowhere near him. He was 5 yards away from him, and he couldn't come down with it, and it was a perfect dime. As Trent Dilfer liked to say, it was a Dilfer dime.
Braden Cook back in the shotgun. Both of his running backs to his side. False start on Olathe Northwest. They'll be moved back another 5 yards, and that'll bring up 3rd and 13 here. They had a lot of momentum going. They were knocking on the door. Now it just looks like they're hoping to get back in field goal range.
Which at this point you have the lead. So as long as you can hold it and put some more points on the board, you'll be in perfect position for the rest of the game.
Yeah, I hope there's still some confidence left in Val Shrinian's kicking game after he missed the first extra point of the game, leaving us at the score of 6-0 after the touchdown pass from Braden Cook to Joe Hatsfield.
But nothing less, they do have the lead.
That's all that matters at the end of the day.
time.
Braden Cook dropping back. He's looking to the right side. Deep ball to Val Shrinian, and it's going to be just to the right, a little too far out of bounds. If he puts that near the marker in the back of the end zone, Val Shrinian might come down with it.
And it looks like they're going to bring on, can't tell here if they're bringing on the field goal team. I like that. Honestly, I like that. Give it a chance. See if you can find out early where your kicker strengths are for his leg. And what is this? Going to be about a 30-yard field goal?
This is from the 23. This is a 40-yard field goal for Val Shrinian. Jackson Butler on the hold. Snap is down. Ball is dropped by Jackson Butler, and he'll be hit hard at about the 33-yard line, and that's where Goddard will take over.
Was it dropped, or was that a design play?
That was dropped.
Dropped? Okay.
That was dropped. Ooh, I would not want to be Jackson Butler right now.
No, I would not, especially because he's got to go home with one of the coaches tonight, which is his dad.
He's
the
got to
defensive
go.
coordinator. Yeah.
Yeah, I would. He's got to go home with the defensive coordinator. Doesn't sound very pleasant.
No, it is not. And we have Jackson Butler on the left side of the field right now, playing cornerback, and we have Weston Davis opposite of him, playing another cornerback position.
He'll stay on the field as Goddard will come back up. Blake Sullivan in the shotgun once again. He's been there all night. Official stop play once again.
Timeout Northwest. And with that being said, you're watching Raven Football on TV 25, where there is always something on, and we're taking this to a commercial break.
For over 30 years, Santa Fe Tow has been getting you back on the road fast. When you're stuck on the side of the road, you may not realize it, but you might not need a tow. When you call us at 913-712-9084, we know which one of our GPS dispatch trucks is closest. So a certified driver with the right truck is there to help you in a flash. We can even help you with your RV, boat, or motorcycle. So whether it's a jump start, fixing a flat, a little gasoline, or a tow to the shop of your choice, Santa Fe Tow is the one call that can do it all. Call us today at 913-712-9084.
With more premium cable-like channels than any other station in the United States, we are locally owned. We are locally operated. We are free over the air. We are TV 25, where there's always something on. With more premium cable-like channels.
Welcome back. Following that timeout from Olathe Northwest, Goddard will head back out. They're on their own 32-yard line. About 10 minutes and 40 seconds remain here in the second quarter. Olathe Northwest leads 6-0.
I would like to say that ONW is going to get at least one more possession out of this. Hopefully, two. Hopefully they can get a quick score and try to get a quick stop and then let Braden and the offense work.
Ooh, a nice zone read there from Blake Sullivan as everyone was looking for Darius Russell to have the ball. He tucked and took it up about the middle of the field for an 8-yard gain on first down. Had everybody fooled.
Yeah, most definitely right there. But Goddard really hasn't had the same momentum as they had from that first drive.
The first drive looked very good.
I'm not going to say, it's almost like their offense is very stalling right now.
Darius Russell on the carry. He's got room on the left side. Nobody in front of him. Breaking the tackle from Hatsfield, and it'll take a couple guys to bring him down. That was Weston Davis and Nick Hegarty there, taking him down on the sideline, saving a touchdown.
That is the definition of watching a man run right there.
That's
explosive speed. Explosive speed.
It's a guy that we know Goddard is really excited to have on their team. Someone they talked about a lot when we talked to the coach. It's Sullivan dropping back. He's looking to go deep down the middle. Oh, his receiver was wide open. It looks like that was can't see the number on the player, but he was wide open.
That looks like number 20. I could be wrong.
number 20, Justin Amaro, was streaking down the middle of the field, had beaten both safeties, and had no one in front of him.
And that is a senior right there for them as he's coming off the field as they're trying to run with a more of a no-huddle, fast-paced offense right there, just trying to get the momentum swinging in their way even more.
Sullivan back in shotgun, Russell to his left. He's going to hand off to Russell on the left side. And he's going to be met by a lot of Ravens. A group tackling party on the right side as he'll be picked up for no gain. And that'll bring up 3rd down for Goddard.
And the clock is just running right now. Very good for Northwest as they're keeping things moving. And that's exactly what they want to do. They want the time to wear down because they want to go into halftime with the lead. It doesn't matter if it's 6-0, 12-0, or 13-0, or even more. They want to go in there with the lead, having some confidence at half.
Goddard's going to take a timeout here, and we're going to go to another commercial break.
You know how it goes this time of year in Kansas City. Today it's hot. Tomorrow it's cold. Then it's hot again the day after. We at Town & Country Heating and Cooling take your trust seriously, and we'll make sure you and your home are ready for the unpredictable temperatures this coming season. Call now, 913-649-8696 for our combined 2-for-1 tune-up for your furnace and air conditioner. And if you mention TV 25, we'll take $25 off. Town & Country Heating and Cooling, 913-649-8696. For over 30 years, Santa Fe Tow has been getting you back on the road fast. When you're stuck on the side of the road, you may not realize it, but you might not need a tow. When you call us at 913-712-9084, we know which one of our GPS dispatch trucks is closest. So a certified driver with the right truck is there to help you in a flash. We can even help you with your RV, boat, or motorcycle. So whether it's a jump start, fixing a flat, a little gasoline, or a tow to the shop of your choice, Santa Fe Tow is the one call that can.
Back out of the timeout break from Goddard. They're going to pass to the left side and pick up the 1st down there. Nice movement there as they'll move the chains and inch closer to the Raven end zone, still moving very slow.
Not exactly what you want, but it's also not bad as well. It still eats more clock. Clock is running. Clock is key. We decided earlier that whoever was going to win this game obviously had to have the ball last, but also it was going to come down to clock management and how you managed your time as well.
Hitting the turf there for Goddard is Owen Beeson. He's lying on the ground. Too early for a cramp. Must be some kind of injury.
And I'm going to talk about Owen Beeson real quick, Ron, if you don't mind. He's a 6'2", 190-pound senior tight end. He was first team All-AVCTIL Division II last year. And according to KansasSports.com, I'm giving them a shout out, he was one of the better tight ends in Kansas football and all of football. Through all the classes, he was one of the top tight ends. Pretty special.
Very impressive throughout all of the state of Kansas. He's going to walk off to the sideline under his own power, and Goddard will get things started again from the Olathe Northwest 30-yard line. 9 minutes and 23 seconds remain in the 2nd quarter.
Look, the one thing I like about Northwest, though, is their defense has really stepped up since that first possession. They played big. It's very good.
Down the middle is Darius Russell for Goddard. Nowhere to go for him.
Yeah, and that's about 9:03 remaining left in this 2nd quarter as the ball is on the 27. It's 2nd down and 7. And right now the Goddard Lions have the ball. I just want to remind you guys, you're watching Raven football on TV 25.
Blake Sullivan once again in shotgun. I don't think he's been out of shotgun all night as he's going to hand it off to Darius Russell again. And another nice gain for Goddard as their offense is starting to pick up a little bit. They need something more than a missed field goal here. Or
most definitely.
Not even an opportunity for a field goal as they had that illegal substitution and were pushed back and ended up having to go for it.
They have number 31, Cody Marlette, coming in to play line, which is big. And honestly, if I'm Goddard right now, I'm attacking that side where Cody Marlette is.
Blake Sullivan on the rush down the middle. He's going to break free and waltz right into the end zone for Goddard. Touchdown Lions, and the game is tied up pending the extra point.
And that is exactly what Northwest didn't want, as now they have to march down the field. Possibly, they could be down here. Not just be tied, they could be down. They could be losing in this game for the first time since it was tied.
Goddard just shoved that play right down Olathe Northwest's throat, going right down the middle.
Now, I'm kind of hoping to see more of that, though. That was a big kid running. He rushed for 1,500 yards last year.
He wasn't hardly touched on that play, as the extra point is blocked for Goddard, and no good. We are tied at 6. Both teams have been unable to come through on an extra point, as I believe you said that was Joe Hatsfield on the block. He's making his presence known, and we're going to head to a commercial break right here before the next kickoff.
With more premium cable-like channels than any other station in the United States, we are locally owned. We are locally operated. We are free over the air. We are TV 25, where there's always something on.
You know how it goes this time of year in Kansas City. Today it's hot. Tomorrow it's cold. Then it's hot again the day after. We at Town & Country Heating and Cooling take your trust seriously, and we'll make sure you and your home are ready for the unpredictable temperatures this coming season. Call now, 913-649-8696 for our combined 2-for-1 tune-up for your furnace and air conditioner. And if you mention TV 25, we'll take $25 off. Town & Country Heating and Cooling, 913-649-8696.
Right now. But on that last play, the Ravens defense broke down on the left side. They weren't ready to read the quarterback scramble and let up 6 points. We hope to get them back, going back down the other side of the field. And time to send it back to Roan and Nick in this booth.
Thank you, Landon. That was perfect.
Oh, get the camera off of him. All right, we're back here, Landon. Back here. Thanks for that, Landon. Once again, 8 minutes and 7 seconds left. Lining up, little pooch kick there for Goddard. Push it down the right side. The Northwest will slowly move up. A nice return as breaking down the sideline is Weston Davis on a nice return, getting the ball close to midfield for Olathe Northwest.
And Weston Davis, he hasn't gotten many carries. He got one that was called back. But every time he's touched the ball tonight, which has been twice, he's done something big with it.
Yeah, could have had a touchdown.
I would give him the ball more. Yeah, I would let him show off the legs. I worked out with Weston a little bit this summer at iRise. He worked his tail extremely off. A very strong kid, can do a lot. I talked to him last night on text, and he was telling me this year his goals are to rush for 1,500 yards, lead the team in tackles, which that's going to be pretty hard for a corner. But he worked hard, and that's what he really wants to achieve.
Well, as we talk well about Weston Davis, it's a little bit of deja vu all over again, as another penalty is going to move back his return, and the Olathe Northwest will start at the 32-yard line.
Now what you want to see, a lot of penalties earlier on.
Just under 8 minutes left in the second quarter, as Braden Cook will hand off to Weston Davis once again, and he's got nowhere to go. Looks like he'll salvage about 2 yards on the play, but nothing really showed for the back there. There's no holes open, and the line's quickly covered up Weston Davis.
That's about a 3.5, 4-yard gain right there. He kept the legs turning after he was hit with only 2 yards. So he got 2 yards after carry right there, which is big for a guy his size. As Joe Hatsfield comes off the field.
Yeah, Val Shrinian will replace Joe Hatsfield.
We haven't seen Parks much of a factor tonight, Ron. He has not been targeted once.
Hasn't caught any passes all night. Braden Cook will draw back. He's looking to the left side, looking for Shrinian, going deep down the line.
PI.
And that's going to be pass interference there, as a Goddard defender reached out and grabbed Val Shrinian's arm. A couple of flags flew. That was fairly obvious as we saw it immediately from up here.
Yeah.
I can tell you, if we're seeing it from this high up, it definitely happened.
Okay, but they may not always. We saw that last year, though. You and I are always refs, yeah.
Trust me, we're not officiating the game.
Well, I mean,
if you couldn't tell.
I might be able to do a better job than they do, and they get paid. So who knows? But obviously, we saw that was bold. They grabbed him about 15, 20 yards downfield. You can only do that within 5 yards. Yeah.
The Goddard player also tried to plead his case to the official.
And the official was not having it.
Yeah. Official wasn't having it, as Olathe Northwest will move up a decent amount to
That's an automatic first down as well.
Automatic first down, and they'll move up to the 49-yard line into enemy territory, where Braden Cook is back in the shotgun with both backs right next to him. Dumas to his right, Weston Davis to his left, dropping back, nowhere to go, scrambling on the left side. He'll be taken down and sacked.
Right there, he got sacked and he lost yards, but that was the best play that could have happened. He saw that all his receivers were covered. The best thing to do is try to run it and tuck.
That was senior Justin Amaro on the tackle for Goddard. First sack of the night, first sack of the season for the Goddard Lions.
As number 89, Jack Parks, is going to come off, giving him some water right now. Number 2, Weston Davis and Andrew Dumas are coming off, and it looks like they're going to go with a one-back system right now.
2 receivers to both sides. Bowman to the right. He'll go in motion out to the right side. Cook's going to look, fake a pass, run right up the middle, avoiding tackles, getting back up to the original line of scrimmage for about a 7-yard gain on second down. It'll bring up 2nd 8. Well, a nice run by Braden Cook there.
Not bad. He got back the yards that he lost, and he made it more easier for them to get a first down on this play when it's, oh no, it's 3rd and 15. It's going to be
3rd and 7.
3rd and 7, my bad. It just got updated.
Hitting the 6-minute mark in the second quarter, Olathe Northwest and Goddard High School are tied 6-6. It's been a, I don't want to say back and forth, there's only been a touchdown each, but a very competitive game so far.
Most definitely. As they're trying to get them to jump.
Braden Cook's going to hand off to Weston Davis, and he's knocked back quickly. Justin Amaro would not be stopped as he was there quickly to meet Weston Davis.
And Goddard was bringing the blitz right there, because as we saw, number 70, Sesagunis, was 7 yards downfield. He had guys blocked. They just didn't block the guys right in front of him.
Justin Amaro has been a force to be reckoned with so far for Gardner High School. He's been all over the field. Horrible snap, but they'll get the punt away anyway. It'll be way off to the left side. Might not even get down to the first down marker.
And that was John Mittleiter with the snap right there. A new long snapper for Northwest is last year doing the long snapping duties with Conrad Kaminsky and Chase Hartquist. A new snapper this year as those two graduated and went on to go play football at their prospective schools.
Connor Boyd got that kick about 10 yards after the bad snap from John Midlighter, and the coaches are not going to be happy about that. Plus a penalty on Olathe Northwest that's going to be declined. Wow, that punt didn't even get 9 yards. An atrocious punt for Olathe Northwest.
Well, that's because he didn't have the time to get it off, though. He had a little bit of time, and he was being rushed.
He had the time, but I think he felt rushed.
Yeah, he felt rushed.
But that all starts with a snap. You need a good snap. You practice a lot for that.
It's almost like, because long snappers pretty much only long snap nowadays. They don't play any other position. If you're a long snapper, you got to get that down.
You got to perfect your trade.
It is key, yeah.
As here comes Blake Sullivan once again. He's going to fake the handoff, run to the right side. There's no one in front of him. He's going to run down the sideline, break free. Nick Hegarty's going to trip him up at the 22-yard line. Fantastic run for Goddard High School as Blake Sullivan almost broke free for about a 55-yard touchdown.
Now, is this just me, or should they bring in one of their backup quarterbacks and put him at running back? Because he's running all over the field right now.
You can't do that because they've already got a great running back. Darius Russell was one of the better, if not the best running back in the Wichita area.
And it looks like Nick Hegarty's shaking up right there as he's holding his elbow. And I'm just going to say this right now because I play baseball and he plays baseball. He's holding his throwing elbow. Not very good.
As a face mask on Olathe Northwest, and Goddard's going to be moved up even more.
Number 70, Sesagunis, is going to check back in the game. Or it looks like number 72. Number 72 is Sterling Swimford is coming off.
Hurt on the field for
Goddard
is number 69, Aaron Valentine.
That's a big kid right there they're losing.
A senior who's going to hobble off the field for Goddard. Looked like a bit of a knee issue there. as Goddard will take 1st and 10 from the Olathe Northwest 12-yard line after the face mask penalty.
And I just want to mention this right now, as I see it from the camera. Goddard High School, their coaches are wearing Blue Valley shirts in honoring the late coach Eric Driscoll. Pretty cool moment.
That is very cool, as Driscoll will hand off to Darius Russell. He's going to cut back and be hit at about the 5-yard line where he'll go down. It'll be about 2nd 3 for Goddard.
And number 21, Brandon Bolden, is checking in the game for Olathe Northwest.
Coming off the field is number 4, Jackson Butler for Olathe Northwest. Looks like Blake Sullivan will be back in shotgun once again. He's gonna hand off on the left side and won't quite get into the end zone. A little pushing and shoving going on post play.
And that was between Jake England right there, number 91. And also, Rome, let's mention that Jake England, as we call him Jake England because people don't know his name, that is not what they call him here at Northwest. Tell us what they call him here.
They call him Hado. I don't know if there's an official spelling, but
it's H-A-D-O. That's the official spelling.
H-A-D-O. I don't think anyone's called him Jake since 1st grade. I didn't know him in 1st grade. That's just what I've heard. Taking the snap for Goddard will be Darius Russell. Or no, I'm sorry, that's Blake Sullivan on the right side. And he's going to easily get into the end zone for another Goddard High School touchdown.
Oh, excessive celebration penalty right there. That is not what you want.
Let's see what the call is. We've been able to see from up here that things have been getting a little pushy and edgy between both teams, as I'd imagine the jawing is.
You know how it goes. You know how it goes. This.
You might be hearing a lot of comments about last year's game that is just getting underneath the Northwest Ravens' skins. I want you guys to stay tuned at halftime, as we're going to have the Olathe Northwest marching band and the JV and varsity Raven dance team perform at midfield one of their performances for the year. Please stay tuned for that at halftime. And that is going to be a touchdown with an excessive celebration penalty. Wait, no, I'm wrong. No, I'm right about that. Okay. Yeah.
That'll be enforced on the kickoff.
Yep.
As they still, another flag is going to fly.
I think that one's going to be on the coaches.
Unsportsmanlike conducts all over the field. Sideline warning, as now they will move back. The PA attempt and the kickoff will also be moved back. Goddard coaches are still arguing. Actually, they'll move back up.
And that is not just what you want. They're giving up yards that you can easily hit a chip shot field goal.
All I'm going to say is it's not like the officials are going to go back on what they said, as Cole Gentry will come out for the extra point. His first extra point of the night was blocked. Kick is up and through the uprights and good. Goddard
that's
now.
That's going to give the Olathe Northwest Ravens a 13-6 lead.
With 3 minutes and 15 seconds left in the second quarter, Goddard now leads 13-6. We're going to take it to a commercial break.
You know how it goes this time of year in Kansas City. Today it's hot. Tomorrow it's cold. Then it's hot again the day after. We at Town & Country Heating and Cooling take your trust seriously, and we'll make sure you and your home are ready for the unpredictable temperatures this coming season. Call now, 913-649-8696 for our goodbye 2-for-1 tune-up for your furnace and air conditioner. And if you mention TV25, we'll take $25 off. Town & Country Heating and Cooling, 913-649-8696. For over 30 years, Santa Fe Tow has been getting you back on the road fast. When you're stuck on the side of the road, you may not realize it, but you might not need a tow. When you call us at 913-712-9084, we know which one of our GPS dispatch trucks is closest. So a certified driver with the right truck is there to help you in a flash. We can even help you with your RV, boat, or motorcycle. So whether it's a jump start, fixing a flat, a little gasoline, or a tow to the shop of your choice, Santa Fe Tow is the one call that can do it all. Call us today at 913-712-9084.
With more.
Back with 3 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Goddard is getting ready to kick off after a touchdown run from Blake Sullivan, and the extra point made it 13-6 in favor of the Goddard Lions.
Yeah, not what the Ravens wanted right there, but we get to see what they're made of right now. With they're going to get the ball back with about 3:12 left, possibly even 3:15. They get a chance to use almost their 2-minute offense to see if they can drive the length of the field and see what they have going for the rest of the game and the rest of the season as well.
The deepest man back for Olathe Northwest is at their 32-yard line. He'll be pushed back. Ball's hit by Olathe Northwest at about the 15. Rolling around, running for Olathe Northwest is Joseph Brown Jr., and he is hit hard by a lot of Goddard Lions at about the 18-yard line. Gentry Cole put it right over his head after Northwest showed that they weren't going to respect his kicking game.
And Joe Brown Jr. is new to playing football this year, and that is not a good way to continue to stay on the field if he's going to have trouble with that. And that is number 16 down for Goddard.
Alec Robinson is down on the field for Goddard High School.
That's 2 players tonight that have gone down so far for Goddard. Not very good. I hope right now it's just a cramping problem and nothing that could affect the rest of his year. It looks like it is just going to be cramps.
Honestly, I don't know how it could be cramping. It's a beautiful night.
It's a beautiful night.
The heat is not overwhelming at all.
But all the practices, 2-a-days, weights in the morning, waking up early. We don't know what the weather's like down in a little bit. Going towards Oklahoma.
Southwest Kansas.
It could be a little bit different than it is here, and we're more of an eastern Kansas like we are. But he could just be cramping up. He could be having some jitters out there on the field. Hopefully it's just that. Hopefully he's not hurt. He's walking off under his own power.
Alec Robinson will limp off the field, and Olathe Northwest will start probably their last drive of the half with about 3 minutes and 5 seconds left. As Braden Cook will walk out there. Looks like he'll be with Drew Dumas. I see Joe Hatsfield. I expect them to push the ball up very quickly.
I most definitely expect them to push the ball upfield. I think they need to go with a little bit of a gunslinging mentality. Rome, what would you say they need to do here?
I say whatever it takes, move the ball upfield as fast as possible.
Now, they don't. I think they've used 2 of their timeouts, so they only have
one timeout left. Braden Cook will go under center. He's got Drew Dumas behind him. It's Weston Davis going in motion from left to right. Fake handoff to Weston. Braden Cook's going to keep it, but that did not fool Goddard, as it looks like number 69, Aaron Valentine, was there for the tackle.
But not right.
I'm sorry, not Aaron Valentine. Number 68, Jacob Madragon.
See, I'm thinking right here, I understand their run game has been good, but it really hasn't been electrifying since that second and third drive. Right here, I'm going with the big plays. They've had some big plays capabilities. A drop pass 35 yards downfield by Brendan Bolden is not what you want. But nothing less, I would go back to him right here and see if he's on the field and see if he can burn him.
Tick-tock, the clock is moving. Braden Cook dropping back to pass, rolling right. Lions coming for him, and he'll be thrown down by, once again, number 68, Jacob Madragan.
And that was number 21, Brendan Bolden, who he was looking to target. Didn't let go. He couldn't really get open there. He couldn't break free.
If you're Braden Cook, you have to get rid of that ball.
Throw it out of bounds.
You had plenty of time to throw that ball out of bounds. And now the clock's ticking down, and you've got 3rd and 10 with under 2 minutes left. That is a big mental lapse there for the senior quarterback in his first game as a starter.
And I'm not even going to blame Brendan Bolden right there. That was on the senior quarterback in his first ever start, Braden Cook. Now, we also can't forget, he got playing time last year, but he really hasn't had to shine like he is tonight. They are looking for him to be the man. They're looking for him to take them far in the state tournament this year. Unlike last year, they're looking for him to step up and perform.
Olathe Northwest is going to use a timeout, stop the clock at 1:37 left to play in the half. Not the ending to the half, but I'm sure they imagine, as they're facing a 3rd and 10 from their own 22-yard line, and they've had no movement here on this drive.
And this is just a reminder you are watching Raven football on TV 25, where there is always something on.
Northwest will come back out. What do you do here? And the hopes of keeping this drive alive aren't very in their favor.
Honestly, to me here, if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm Braden Cook, I'm saying I want to throw the ball, but I want to get 5 yards here. I want to set it up for a 4th and 5, and I want to go for it. I want to trust the defense.
From inside your own 30?
I'm a little bit of a risk taker. If you don't take the risk now, it can haunt you later
Nick,
on.
I'd have to say with a minute 37 left in the half, I would horribly disagree with you as Cook will drop back. He's looking to his right, and the ball is bounced to Joe Hatsfield, and that'll bring up 4th and 10.
Most likely going to bring out the punt team here.
Braden Cook was hit as he threw with a minute and 33 left.
And I also want to remind you guys, as we're going to, when it's time, we're going to wrap it up a little bit at halftime, but I want you guys to stay tuned and watch our terrific Raven band, our Raven marching band, and the dance team.
Play is blown dead for what? Oh, they said Connor Boyd's knee hit the ground before he was able to get the punt off, and Goddard's going to get the ball at the Olathe Northwest 8-yard line.
Okay, now my idea of getting 5 yards and doing a
No, your idea
play.
still isn't good. That was just worse.
Fair enough, but it's looking pretty good right now on paper.
Horrible ending to the half as Northwest gave up a touchdown a few minutes ago and will now give Goddard practically the best field position possible with a minute and 31 to play with and 8 yards away from making this a 2-possession game.
I got a feeling we may not be seeing Connor Boyd kick again in that second half.
Nope.
We might be seeing Boucheranian or John Bowman taking over.
Would not surprise me as Connor Boyd's
what did I say in the beginning of the
career
game? Special teams was going to be key. We've seen a lot of special teams mistakes on the Ravens tonight.
A lot, as Goddard's going to push up the middle. I believe that's Darius Russell moving up to about the Olathe Northwest 2-yard line. Clock's at about a minute and 20 left to go in the second quarter as Goddard wants to get this 13-6 lead up to a 2-possession game before we go to the half. The snap to Sullivan. Darius Russell's going to bounce outside and make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Goddard Lions.
And that right there has kind of, the crowd for Northwest has kind of been silent since about that 6-minute mark in the second quarter.
There hasn't been much to cheer for so far, as it looks like a Raven is down and cramping on the left side.
I can't see the number right now, but that
can't see a jersey number, but athletic trainer Steve Hawkins.
See, now we
go out there to stretch him.
You said tonight was a beautiful night, and we had a lot of cramps last year in a few games. But these guys are cramping up on the field. I think it's the first game jitters. These guys just didn't drink enough water, or have enough potassium, all that good stuff to have your body not do that. And
you know how it goes this time of year. You know how it goes this.
Remind you guys are watching Raven football on TV 25, where there is always something on.
You know how it goes this time of year in Kansas City. Today it's hot. Tomorrow it's cold. Then it's hot again the day after. Be at Town & Country Heating and Cooling. Take your trust seriously, and we'll make sure you and your home are ready for the unpredictable temperatures this coming season. Call now, 913-649-8696 for our goodbye 2-for-1 tune-up for your furnace and air conditioner. And if you mention TV 25, we'll take $25 off. Town & Country Heating and Cooling, 913-649-8696. For over 30 years, Santa Fe Tow has been getting you back on the road fast. When you're stuck on the side of the road, you may not realize it, but you might not need a tow. When you call us at 913-712-9084, we know which one of our GPS dispatch trucks is closest. So a certified driver with the right truck is there to help you in a flash. We can even help you with your RV, boat, or motorcycle. So whether it's a jump start, fixing a flat, a little gasoline, or a tow to the shop of your choice, Santa Fe Tow is the one call that can do it all. Call us today at 913-712-9084.
With more premium cable light channels than any other.
Zoom in on the player. Oh. So, as you and I said earlier, we would like to see Cole Manning get some quarterback time in tonight. If Braden goes down, that doesn't look like that could possibly happen. And that is not good. I said if you're Northwest, you wanted to go into halftime with the lead. That's not going to happen now. Not an option with a minute left. I don't even think I could put together this good of a run in Madden to get the game even close. So Sherman is on the field this year, so we are not blessed to hear his comments. What do you think he's going to tell his teams at halftime? Because we can't even analyze or guess or hear what we're going to say. We got to analyze it. I bet it's going to be a lot of explicit content. If not everyone knows, Coach Sherman is our strength and conditioning coach here at Northwest. He gets his players in very good condition. We are very top heavy. Yes. Lovable, lovable. They almost laid Weston Davis out right there. Weston just barely avoided it.
Weston Davis with a return. Ravens will take over first and 10 from the Olathe Northwest 37.
And also, when we come back from our halftime break, we are going to give a little bit of a rundown on the scores from across the Sunflower League and across some of our biggest opponents in 6A football. That will be returning for the third quarter. PI, yep.
On number 30.
That's going to be called on number 30 for Goddard, and that's going to be...
Number 30 for Goddard is Ben Bannister, really bailing out Olathe Northwest there and giving them a free first down, 54 seconds remaining.
Now, let's go back to the Goddard offense real quick. How good has A.J. Vang been at center? A complete stud tonight. Has really helped out his quarterback immensely.
No one's getting past A.J. Vang as everyone was a little lopsided there going to line up for the ball. Ended up on the wrong side of the field. Braden Cook in the shotgun once again. Dumas to his right. Same formation as last play. Braden Cook's going to roll right once again. Looking back left, nowhere to go. Cut up field, and he's going to be dragged down behind the line of scrimmage by number 68,
if I'm Northwest
Jacob
right now,
Modrigan.
Sorry, Ron.
His second sack of the night.
If I'm Northwest right now, I'm letting the clock run out. I'm not taking a chance of getting sack and fumbling, throwing a pick six, any of that. We're letting the clock eat out. We're going to take a knee, and we're going to go into halftime down by 14, and we're going to try to dial up this offense.
Just under 25 seconds left to go in the second quarter. It looks like this might be one of the last plays as Braden Cook's going to drop back, roll right, looking for somewhere to go. He's going to tuck it and run and take a big hit out of bounds. And that's going to be a late hit.
You know how it goes this time of year in Kansas City. You know how it goes this time.
Get an unsportsmanlike conduct call, and another flag is flying on a different side of the field. Players are rushing to the huddle. Tensions are flying as Jack Parks, I believe, had some words for the Goddard defense.
And that is number 3, Joe Hatsfield, yanking his guys to the side. As we heard, the door slammed where the coaches are right now. They're not very happy with their players as they're rushing down to go talk to their guys at halftime.
Hopefully that doesn't offset the late hit penalty, as it looks like a couple of guys might get an unsportsmanlike conduct.
Which is not very good because the Ravens were going to go in the positive direction.
The Ravens were given a gift on that late hit. That would have been 15 yards upfield. And if it's offset here, which looks like it will be. Oh, both penalties are going to go on Goddard, and that'll be 15 yards moved up the field. A late hit and an unsportsmanlike conduct will bring Northwest to about the 32-yard line. That definitely puts them in position to run a couple more plays with 14.6 seconds left. What do you do here with this great field position?
Ooh. honestly, I'm going to say his name one more time. Even though I didn't think he would start or get any playing time tonight, I'm going to go to Brennan Bolden. He's beat his cornerbacks off the line. I would give him a shot.
I'd say enough time for 2 plays, depending on how you want to do this. But Northwest does not have a timeout remaining. Remember that. They have no way to stop the clock.
Unless it's a first down.
Unless it's a first down, they're able to get out of bounds. They're going to move this ball up 30 yards.
See, no.
Oh, my.
Right here, I take 2 shots at the end zone, leave 5 seconds on the clock, and kick a field goal if I don't get the touchdown.
Goddard just handed 33 yards of field possession on a silver platter to Olathe Northwest. Braden Cook will be back in shotgun once again. Clock starts at 14.6 seconds left.
They definitely need to capitalize. And that
Whistles
looks like it's going to be a false start.
Timeout on Goddard.
With 13.8 seconds left.
That'll go back up to 14.6. That was called before the play. Northwest has got to figure out something. About 2 plays left. You going 2 plays in the end zone, or you going 1 play in the field goal? What are you doing?
I think I'm taking 2, possibly 3 shots at the end zone and kicking it on 4th down. Or if you want to play it safe, try to kick the field goal with 2nd down and fall on it. Oh, they have no timeouts left. That wouldn't work.
Do you have faith in the kicking game?
No, I do not. But you got to try to put some points on the board. And throwing the ball right now may not be the best option. With some of the hands on the Ravens right now are not the best at the moment. They've dropped quite a few passes tonight.
Well, if you can't tell, Nick Lopez is going to be brutally honest with you. He will not short the truth.
No, we're not. We have different controllers this year when it comes to the very top of our program. So it'll be a little bit more different on how we voice our opinions.
Northwest will come back up. 14.2 seconds left. They've been in pretty much the same position in the backfield on it. Braden Cook with Drew Dumas to his right. Braden Cook looking left, throwing up. Oh, and that's going to be incomplete, but a pass. Looks like it's going to be pass interference thrown. Pass is incomplete.
That looks like that's going to be on number 12, too. And number 12 got hurt earlier on, so he might be a foot or 2 slower, so he has to yank the arm like he was doing right there.
They were looking for Joe Hatsfield in the left corner of the end zone, but it looks like they're going to get, I believe, Parker Winter on the pass interference. And that'll move Northwest even closer to the goal line with 9.5 seconds left.
I don't think that puts him at a yard or 2 on the goal line. I think you get half the distance when you're within the 10.
About the 9-yard line.
So what do you do here? Do you take 2 more shots like I said?
Definitely throw.
Yeah.
You have to throw.
Are you thinking a lob pass to Parks right now, him being 6'6"?
I like Joe Hatsfield, honestly. Okay. He's the better receiver. Braden's going to drop back and throw, but he's just short of the end zone, and the clock is going to expire. Oh, after they were just short, he found Val Shrinian on the right side, and Goddard's going to escape out of their own red zone.
And I want to remind you guys to stay tuned for our band show after this. And you have been watching Raven football on TV 25, where there is always something on.
You know how it goes this time of year in Kansas City. Today it's hot. Tomorrow it's cold. Then it's hot again the day after. Be a Town & Country Heating and Cooling. Take your trust seriously, and we'll make sure you and your home are ready for the unpredictable temperatures this coming season. Call now, 913-649-8696 for our combined 2-for-1 tune-up for your furnace and air conditioner. And if you mention TV 25, we'll take $25 off. Town & Country Heating and Cooling, 913-649-8696. For over 30 years, Santa Fe Tow has been getting you back on the road fast. When you're stuck on the side of the road, you may not realize it, but you might not need a tow. When you call us at 913-712-9084, we know which one of our GPS dispatch trucks is closest. So a certified driver with the right truck is there to help you in a flash. We can even help you with your RV, boat, or motorcycle. So whether it's a jump start, fixing a flat, a little gasoline, or a tow to the shop of your choice, Santa Fe Tow is the one call that can do it all. Call us today at 913-712-9084.
With more premium cable-like channels than any other station in the United States, we are locally owned. We are locally operated. We are free over the air. We are TV 25, where there's always something on. With more premium cable-like channels than any other station in the United States, we are locally owned. We are locally operated. We are free over the air. We are TV 25, where there's always something on. With more premium cable-like channels than any other station in the United States, we are locally owned. We are locally operated. We are free over the air. We are TV 25, where there's always something on. With more premium cable-like channels than any other station in the United States, we are locally owned. We are locally operated. We are free over the air. We are TV 25, where there's always something on.
You know how it goes this time of year in Kansas City. Today it's hot. Tomorrow it's cold. Then it's hot again the day after. We at Town & Country Heating and Cooling take your trust seriously, and we'll make sure you and your home are ready for the unpredictable temperatures this coming season. Call now, 913-649-8696 for our combined 2-for-1 tune-up for your furnace and air conditioner. And if you mention TV 25, we'll take $25 off. Town & Country Heating and Cooling, 913-649-8696. For over 30 years, Santa Fe Tow has been getting you back on the road fast. When you're stuck on the side of the road, you may not realize it, but you might not need a tow. When you call us at 913-712-9084, we know which one of our GPS dispatch trucks is closest. So a certified driver with the right truck is there to help you in a flash. We can even help you with your RV, boat, or motorcycle. So whether it's a jump start, fixing a flat, a little gasoline, or a tow to the shop of your choice, Santa Fe Tow is the one call that can do it all. Call us today at 913-712-9084.
With more premium cable-like channels than any other station in the United States, we are locally owned. We are locally operated. We are free over the air. We are TV 25, where there's...
Reached the end of the first half here. See back. The Ravens are down early, 6-20. We started out hot, but we fell apart near the end of the stretch. CJ, why do you think that is?
I think our biggest problem is our offense stopped. We were fine, then our offensive line just didn't push. And after our offensive line didn't push, we lost our morale, and it kind of led us to our defense stopped. And then our special teams didn't really have a drive. So I think if we get our offense going and get our offensive line pushing, we can really get the second half.
I would agree with that. Now, thank you. Back to
Ronan Lopez in the box, and we have a wonderful band playing there.
The band is led by captain heads John Goldman, Caleb Fraser, Lily Solvenson, Ben Hansen, Abby Good, Lane Steffen, Gabby Thomas, Maddie Mayer, and Claire Potts. Section leaders are Ella Johnson, Hannah Boudreau, Emily Copeland, Carl Bird, Audrey Nichols, Ben Oprey, Matthew Paulson, Evan Heinstra, Tyler Freed, Mitch Higgins, Ryan Atchison, Nathan Perscovici, Ryan Atchison, Evan Bussel, Miles Todd, Scott Packard, Caleb White, TJ Dahl, Rebecca James, Brian Pua, Luke Cunningham, Amy Anderson, Chloe Martell, Riley Beischer, Avery Bowen, Paige Caldwell, Emily Moria, Sydney Morse, Grace Rasmussen, and Alexandria Wilson. The Northwest Band would like to share sincere thanks.
You know how it goes this time of year in Kansas City. Today it's hot. Tomorrow it's cold. Then it's hot again the day after. We at Town & Country Heating and Cooling take your trust seriously, and we'll make sure you and your home are ready for the unpredictable temperatures this coming season. Call now, 913-649-8696 for our combined 2-for-1 tune-up for your furnace and air conditioner. And if you mention TV 25, we'll take $25 off. Town & Country Heating and Cooling, 913-649-8696. For over 30 years, Santa Fe Tow has been getting you back on the road fast. When you're stuck on the side of the road, you may not realize it, but you might not need a tow. When you call us at 913-712-9084, we know which one of our GPS dispatch trucks is closest. So a certified driver with the right truck is there to help you in a flash. We can even help you with your RV, boat, or motorcycle. So whether it's a jump start, fixing a flat, a little gasoline, or a tow to the shop of your choice, Santa Fe Tow is the one call that can do it all. Call us today at 913-712-9084.
With more premium cable light channels than any other station in the United States, we are locally owned. We are locally operated. We are free over the air. We are TV 25, where there's always something on. With more premium cable light channels than any other station in the United States, we are locally owned. We are locally operated. We are free over the air. We are TV 25, where there's always something on. With more premium cable light channels than any other station in the United States, we are locally owned. We are locally operated. We are free over the air. We are TV 25, where there's always something on.
The 50-50 raffle now up to $800 in some links to buy tickets. The drawing will be at the end of the third quarter.
You're not filming, are you?
So now we're heading to the second half of the ONW Goddard game. Still, obviously, 6:20, and Sherman probably gave him a good speech in the locker room. He's probably talking about how the linemen got to be the first guys out there to do something. They got to start the push. They got to open the hole and lead it so Cook can get some time to throw a pass. And defense-wise, we got to get our cornerbacks staying on those guys, because if they get a deep pass, it could turn the game around if we're trying to have a comeback. Now back to Lopez and Rowan in the box.
Thank you for that, CJ. Here we are, ready for some second half action. They put about a little over 2 minutes left for warm-ups before we get the half started. But what did you see, Nick, in that first half that you think Olathe Northwest can improve on?
I saw a lot of last year's team in this year's team. A lot of not finishing strong, a lot of choking things away, really. A lot of drop passes. They need to. Brandon Cook is throwing the ball fine tonight. It's the wide receivers who aren't completing the passes that is the biggest problem. What they need to do is just sit the wide receivers down and tell them, we need you guys to get back in this game. The defense is going to get 2 stops, but we gotta score 2 more touchdowns when we get our 2 stops, and then it's going to be a shootout from there on out.
The last play of the first half was very reminiscent of a lot of games last year. That was how a couple of games ended, by down on the goal line. I can think of one off the top of my head against Lee Summit North, where Northwest was down on the goal line with about 15 seconds left and time left, and they couldn't get it in the end zone.
They were on the 7-yard, and they threw it 6 and got stuffed. With the 6'8" Matt Vandersliceman, all he had to do was tell him to run an 8-yard route, and he's in and just throw it up to him. The exact same thing. That's exactly what they tried down here on this end, going towards the south. They had 8 yards to go, and they did a 7-yard pass play. It made no sense when you need 8.
At the end of the day, you cannot, in that situation, throw the ball short of the goal line. If you have to throw it over the goal line, if you have to throw it into the end zone and the ball is incomplete, if you have to throw the ball out of bounds, it doesn't matter, but you cannot keep that clock running.
Yeah, I agree. I 100% agree with you. But with the Ravens being down 6-20, they haven't played very bad though. It's just a few plays haven't gone their way. And like I said, special teams is going to play a huge factor. It has. When that snap was bobbled because of a poor snap, they went down and they scored on that possession. Very big.
I think it's also safe to say that special teams for Olathe Northwest in this game have been atrocious.
It started off really strong with a good return by Brandon Bolden. Got a 40-yard return.
Let me change that. Maybe not special teams at all, the kicking game at all.
The kicking game.
The punting, the kicking, the everything kicking
because
has been awful.
The receiving game has not been too bad.
No, receiving's been good. Even the returning's been pretty decent.
And the running backs have been solid. When they've been thrown to, been caught, when they've been given the ball to, been perfect. The only thing that's had the struggle is the penalties on the offensive line have got to stop in the second half.
Val Shrinian has us ready to start the second half with a booming kick downfield. And here comes Goddard as they'll get out to about the 24, the 25-yard line. And Blake Sullivan and the rest of the Goddard High School offense will head out for the start second half. Now, what can Goddard do to put this game away?
I think what Goddard can do to put this game away is, I said clock management earlier, but I'm going to go a little bit above and beyond that now. I'm going to say keep the ball in your quarterback's hands. Win or lose this game tonight with number 11.
Blake Sullivan taking the snap. He's going to keep it off the zone read and push up. He's staying on his feet, refusing to go down, and he'll pick up about 10 yards on first down. That's good enough for a Goddard High School first down.
And I want to mention about Goddard is they were the 5A state runner-up last year. So this team is no fluke. A lot of their key guys from last year's team are back. So that's why it's a struggle for Northwest, because they lost a lot of guys.
7 all-state players to be exact, as Sullivan will roll out to the left, look like an option. It'll be a quarterback keeper, and he'll pick up about 8 yards once again. And Northwest has got to step up the intensity. They look dead from up here.
And it's I almost want to say it's just easy enough to put a body on him. That is not true. That's a big boy running the ball right there.
that is a big boy, and there's also a fast boy right next to him as he's going to roll out to the right and pass. But the ball intended for Austin Stuver is incomplete, thrown right at his feet.
Number 91, Jake England, has stayed in the game all night on defense, only coming out a few times. Last year in the first home game, he got hurt against Olathe East and had to come out, and that was very big in that game as they didn't have the big body of his up front.
Sullivan, once again, he's going to hand off to, I believe that's Darius Russell on the left side, and not much of a gain, but it looks gain, but it'll look like it'll be enough for a first down.
And really, since that first drive, when the Ravens stuffed them, we really haven't seen Sterling Swinford and Seth Segunis come off the defensive line as powerful and as strong as they have the capability of doing.
Yeah, that is a big defensive line led by Seth Segunis, Jake England, Sterling Swinford, and Jack Parks. It's a lot of big bodies, and you'd expect them to have a little bit more of an impact. Sullivan looking right. He's going to pass to Darius Russell, looking to make some moves, breaking some tackles, and getting out to midfield, which will set up about 2nd and 5 for Goddard.
I do like how the defense is coming out and played. They're coming out and playing with a different mindset, it looks like. They're coming out looking as, we're going to hit you before you hit us. You're not going to get a body on us. We're going to go attack you first.
Flag on the play. It'll move Goddard back into their own territory to the 33-yard line, and that's going to be about 1st and 20.
First down, 21.
And I want to remind you guys that you're watching Raven football on TV 25, where there is always something on.
Sullivan dropping back. He's looking right. He wants to go deep, throwing deep over the middle. He's got a player wide open. That's Zach True. Right down the middle of the field. Touchdown, Goddard Lions. Lead will go to 26-6, pending the extra point for Goddard. Olathe Northwest looks dead right now.
And I don't want to say with 10:26 left in the third quarter, that might be the dagger.
No, it's not a dagger. It's not over, but it does not look good.
Does not look good for Northwest. When do you start throwing the tab in Northwest and maybe saying, you know what, we're going to save our guys for the rest of the games?
Fake, there's Darius Russell on the pass. Oh, what a great pass. Darius Russell with a little bit of trickery to get the 2-point conversion for Goddard. Got the snap from the center. No linemen were around the center. He got the snap, acted like he was going to run right. The center slipped out and caught a ball wide open in the middle of the end zone.
Yeah, the Ravens got a taste of their own medicine right there because they tried that earlier on one of the punts and they got it. And that is going to be Jack Parks is on the sideline right now getting stretched out by a few of the trainers.
As he gets stretched out, Olathe Northwest will get ready to receive another kickoff. Scores 28-6, 10:26 remaining in the third quarter. And Olathe Northwest is going to have to figure out something because right now nothing is working. The offense hasn't scored since about midway through the first quarter, and the defense is not able to make a stop right now. Goddard will come out to kick. It'll be Gentry Cole ready to send it deep again for the Lions.
This definitely has been an offensive game for Goddard, though. They've really impressed me tonight with how they've handled their offensive play.
It's been a shootout to say the least, but the Raven offense didn't get the memo, and they haven't really showed up.
And I will say this, because I know Weston Davis, his birthday is tomorrow, and he told me that he wanted to get a win for his birthday. I hope the Ravens amount to come back here and make his birthday very exciting.
That would be some kind of comeback as the high kick is caught by Davis on the sideline, and Olathe Northwest will start this possession at the 36-yard line. I hope Coach Sherman and the rest of the Raven coaching staff gave them some kind of speech in the locker room, because I don't know what it's going to take to get them turned around.
See, and the offensive line hasn't played bad either. you really can't say, let's make an adjustment at the line because they played good. What you can say is we can make an adjustment on is, you know what, let's run the ball a tad bit more. Obviously, we're going to milk more clock, but we have to score and we have to put points on the board before we worry about having to score 4 touchdowns here to take the lead.
Braden Cook under center, Drew Dugas behind him. It's Bowman going in motion to the right side. He's going to try and bounce it outside, but there's a lot of Goddard defenders there to make the tackle for a couple yard loss on first down.
John Bowman with a carry. Tackled by
That play's worked a couple of times tonight, and there's another Raven player down at about the 35-yard line.
That's another player down for the Ravens as athletic trainer, correct myself, Steve Hawkins is out there on the field.
Both teams will head to the sidelines as that Olathe Northwest player will continue to get attention on the field.
And that is Jack Parks, I believe.
It's not the first time we've seen him
No,
cramp
yeah,
up
not
tonight.
the first time we've seen him. Oh, it's that knee he hyperextended. Actually, it's the opposite knee he hyperextended. He hyperextended his right one. So that is not good. He's got 2 bad knees right now.
Oh, all I got is an O? Okay.
We'll see if we can get an update on him from the sideline as he's taking his time out there. He's hadn't gotten up, and we've seen him getting a lot of attention on the sideline in between, really whenever he can get off the field, which isn't often. He plays a lot of defense and a lot of offense, but I don't think he's been targeted at all tonight on offense.
Honestly, if I'm Northwest, we're down by 22 points. I'm sitting him out the rest, but I'm not. He can barely walk off the field.
He's gonna
Hobble
gingerly
off,
jog off to the sideline, and I'd have to agree with you, since he has had a little bit of an injury problem earlier this week. I don't know if I'd want him coming back in, but another option at tight end has also had a little bit of an injury problem tonight, Cole Manning. Braden Cook will go back under center, Dumas behind him.
See, really what we haven't seen from last year is that 2 tight end set that they ran a lot last year with Parks and Slice.
5 seconds on the play clock. Ravens need to get it off. Dumas will take the handoff right up the middle, and he won't go anywhere. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage with that.
At what point now do you say we got to start throwing the ball? We can't run the ball.
Well,
At what time mark? What time mark?
Well, considering there's 9 minutes and 25 seconds left and it's 3rd and 13, I'd say you should have started 3 minutes.
That's true. You got to throw your way into the game at this point. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Down 28-6, 9 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Yeah, you should have started a while ago. Braden Cook will be back in the shotgun. Bowman to his right, Dumas to his left. And Olathe Northwest won't get a timeout. It'll be delay of game. That'll make it 3rd and 17 for Olathe Northwest. I'm up here watching from the booth, and I honestly don't know what to say. They don't look like a varsity football team.
No, it is almost shocking right now. Like,
it sounds extremely negative, but it's extremely true. There's no intensity. There's no drive as Braden Cook will be in the backfield next to Dumas.
And I want to give an update right now on the Lawrence Free State versus Shawnee Mission West game. It is 28-2 right now.
As Braden Cook takes a big hit on the 25-yard line in the backfield, and Northwest will have to punt from the 25-yard line. They've had a lot of trouble.
And the team that the Ravens lost to in the playoffs last year, St. Thomas Aquinas, is beating up on Gardner 28-0.
Olathe Northwest fell to Gardner in a close game in the 1st round of Cation playoffs last year. And Boy will send his best kick of the night downfield, and it will bounce to the past the 40 and to the 38-yard line of Goddard, and that's where the Lions will take over for the next possession with 8 minutes and 19 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter.
And I would think at this point now you got to dial up the defense a tad bit more. I'm going to try blitzing a lot more if I'm them and just truly try to get a lot better on the defensive side.
Is there any changes you think they can make?
Honestly, right now, I don't think there are many changes that you can make, except for just telling the guys, we need you to lock it down. The offense is not carrying the load right now like we expected. We need you guys to get 4 stops.
Sullivan's taking the snap, faking the handoff, going right. Not a lot of Raven defenders as he'll cut back, going up the middle to the 40-yard line, staying on his feet and getting down to the 37-yard line for Goddard.
I think this kid is going to have another 1,500-yard season barring an injury once again. This kid can run.
Down at about the 43-yard, Goddard 43-yard line is number 24, Cole Caraway, senior wide receiver for Goddard. He's on the ground. If I had to guess, it looks like another cramp, which we've seen a lot of tonight, which I've said before shocks me. The weather's beautiful.
Maybe almost for them it's a little cooler outside and they've been used to the excessive heat that we've had in Kansas.
Maybe. Olathe Northwest has seen their lack of intensity become contagious and has now spread to the defensive end as it looks like Goddard is preparing to run all over them. At least that's what we've seen in this third quarter.
They've definitely ran all over them in this whole game.
With 8 minutes and 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Feels like we've been talking here in the third quarter for a while just because of the amount of yards that
So I just want to remind
Goddard
you guys, with 8:10 left in the third quarter, we were watching Raven football on TV 25 where there was always something on.
With more premium cable-like channels than any other station in the United States, we are locally owned. We are locally operated. We are free over the air. We are TV 25, where there's always something on.
And we're back. 8:10 remaining in the third quarter. Goddard High School leads Olathe Northwest 28-6. And Northwest needs to do something to turn this around. Plain and simple, as Blake Sullivan will be in shotgun once again for Goddard. He'll take the snap. He's going to roll right, looking to throw deep downfield. He's got someone in the corner, wide open for Goddard High School. And that'll be a touchdown for Zach True on the right side for Goddard High School. 34-6, the Lions lead.
It's almost at the point now where Goddard needs to bring in their backup so they don't get hurt.
This feels like more like the Free State Olathe Northwest game than the Goddard Olathe Northwest game from last year, which was a close game that went to overtime.
Gentry Cole in to attempt the point after.
There's still
Snap.
time left in the game, though.
Gentry Cole on the kick, and it's a bullet through the uprights. As the lead is now 34. As the lead is now 35-6. And it is all quiet here on the Olathe Northwest sideline.
Very quiet. And of course, I hope none of the Raven fans decide to leave after the score right now, because that would be very disappointing for these fellows who have worked hard all summer.
I'm sure they really want something to cheer for right now. Olathe Northwest is going to look to give them something to cheer for coming out for their second offensive possession after a quick 3 and out for their first possession of the half. They need to get something going, some kind of movement. I'd come out with a pass to start off. What would you do?
I would definitely come off. You know what? We haven't seen many screens tonight. I would come with the screen.
We saw a lot of screens last year. One or two tonight, and usually they're motions out from the running back position and thrown out to the side.
And Goddard is going to come out, and they're going to kick the ball off once again. Goddard is looking really good out there tonight. It almost, if it's not the skill that is outmatching them, it's the intensity and the effort as well.
Oh, I definitely agree at this point.
It's almost like
Goddard is firing on all cylinders, and on that last touchdown play, you can tell Zach True caught the touchdown. He's going to be wide open just after you saw him break from the line, is another short kick will be caught by Weston Davis, third straight in a row to the same spot, and he'll be dragged down at about the 36-yard line, and that's where the Ravens' next drive will begin.
And things really started to go bad for the Ravens is when they botched that field goal after they scored the touchdown. Actually, they botched 2 field goals, I believe.
It's been all downhill from there as they have seen a couple of opportunities to score, but haven't been able to put it in. As Braden Cook will go to the huddle, call the play, and Olathe Northwest will come out to start this drive, see if they can get something going. He'll be in shotgun, Drew Dumas to his right. Snap is taken. Low snap on the ground. Braden Cook's going to have to dive on it, and they're going to take a 5 or 6 yard loss. If you're Olathe Northwest coaches, you have to be infuriated.
Yeah, very, very infuriated right now. Honestly, if I'm them, I'm giving the younger guys some playing time. I'm seeing what we have.
Ready to give up?
I'm not giving up. I think it's more, let's go out there and see what we have if we get in trouble later on in the season. This game means nothing standing-wise, so this game really doesn't matter.
Val Shrinian will come in to replace Weston Davis. As Northwest will have a 2nd and 18 from their own 29-yard line. Braden Cook rolling right, dropping back to pass. He's looking to go deep downfield, and he's got Jack Parks open at about the 42-yard line. That's the big man's first target tonight.
And honestly, the only way the Ravens can get back in this game is see if Jack Parks hobbles back to the huddle. They need to throw the ball. They need to throw the ball a lot more.
I'm surprised we saw Jack Parks come back in the game after the injury problems that he's had tonight, struggling to stay on the field without cramping up, as Dumas will stay in the backfield with Cook. 2 wideouts on the far side, 1 on the near side.
That looks like encroachment by number 16 on the side with Joe Hatsfield on. By number 15, my bad. That's exactly what it is.
Encroachment from Goddard will move the Northwest Ravens up 5 yards, and that'll move the chains for the first time this half. First down, Olathe Northwest Ravens. Clock begins running once again at 6 minutes and 20 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Goddard leads Olathe Northwest 35-6. Braden Cook will have 2 of his backs in the backfield once again. Bowman to his right, Dumas to his left. He's going to hand off to Bowman. He's going on the left side, bowling through the offensive line, and he'll pick up about 6 yards on that first down carry.
What do you think? I'm not going to say what do you think the Ravens need to work on. What are some positives we can take away from the game tonight?
Well, I think this might have to do more with how good Goddard is.
Yeah,
this is a very, very good team that Olathe Northwest has had a lot of trouble with. As Braden Cook takes the snap, he'll hand off to Dumas. He's going to try and get left, and he'll get the first down and make it to about the Goddard 41-yard line. But, and one thing, I think it's a good thing, Northwest is going to see what they have to work on.
Well, I'm going to throw some numbers out to you, Ray. Since A.J. Vang has been the starting center for Goddard, they've gone 3-7, 6-4, and 11-2. So they have improved every year he's been there.
It'd be hard to improve from 11-2.
It would be hard to improve.
It'd be very hard,
but they've improved every year.
Cook's going to hand off to Dumas, going up the middle. A nice gain. He's going to get a few yards. It looks like he'll be 1 yard shy of the first down, and he'll bring up a 3rd and short for Olathe Northwest. This is 4th down territory, to say the least. That's not a question here.
Because at this point, it doesn't matter if you lose 70-6.
Sorry, it'll be 2nd and short, not 3rd and short.
At this point, it doesn't matter if you lose 70-6 or 35-6. A loss is a loss. You got to try to put up as many points as possible.
With 4 minutes and 25 seconds left, I don't think Northwest has given up yet.
No,
they need to kick things in high gear as Cook will hand off to Dumas. He's got a blocker in front of him, space to go. He's going to try and get to the sideline, but he'll be pushed out at about the 23-yard line.
Andrew Dumas is just as big as some of the Goddard players out there. He blends in well with them.
Andrew Dumas is a big back, but also one of the fastest on the team. I'd probably put him behind Weston Davis, but besides that, one of the fastest on the back. And if you see him, he's a big guy. You look at him, you probably wouldn't think he's a running back. You'd probably peg him as a linebacker or something.
Or tight end.
Cook takes the snap. He's going to fake the handoff, roll right, looking for a screen, surrounded by Goddard players, and he's going to be taken down for a group sack at the 29-yard line. That'll bring up
Braden's cramping up right now.
second and long for Olathe Northwest.
And I wonder if Braden has to come out, what quarterback they'll go to here.
Official timeout on the field as Braden goes down. And we're going to break for a commercial. Just a reminder, you're watching Olathe Northwest football on TV 25, where there's always something on.
You know how it goes this time of year in Kansas City. Today it's hot. Tomorrow it's cold. Then it's hot again the day after. We at Town & Country Heating and Cooling take your trust seriously, and we'll make sure you and your home are ready for the unpredictable temperatures this coming season. Call now, 913-649-8696 for our combined 2-for-1 tune-up for your furnace and air conditioner. And if you mention TV 25, we'll take $25 off. Town & Country Heating and Cooling, 913-649-8696. For over 30 years, Santa Fe Tow has been getting you back on the road fast. When you're stuck on the side of the road, you may not realize it, but you might not need a tow. When you call us at 913-712-9084, we know which one of our GPS dispatch trucks is closest. So a certified driver with the right truck is there to help you in a flash. We can even help you with your RV, boat, or motorcycle. So whether it's a jump start, fixing a flat, a little gasoline, or a tow to the shop of your choice, Santa Fe Tow is the one call that can do it all. Call us today at 913-712-9084.
With more premium cable-like channels than any other station in the United States, we are locally owned. We are locally operated. We are free over the air. We are TV 25, where there's always something on.
Welcome back to College Boulevard Activity Center. Brayton Cook is just now getting off the ground, struggling to get up. He looks like he's in a lot of pain as he'll limp off the field. And I believe Cole Manning, number 16, a junior for Olathe Northwest, will come in to take over the quarterback duties as Brayton Cook is struggling to get off the field right now.
Yeah, and he's favoring his right foot, maybe his calf area. That's not a good sign.
I'd say either, ankle or calf, as we'll get to see Cole Manning for the first time as a quarterback in his high school career. Cole Manning, number 16, Peyton Manning, that's the number he wore in college, same thing, right? Yep. He'll roll to the left, keep the ball, break a tackle, and pick up a few yards to get closer to the original line of scrimmage, and that'll bring up about 3rd and 12 for Olathe Northwest. I just want to mention that number
24, Nick Hegarty, is in at running back for the Ravens. We haven't seen him tonight behind there.
Yeah, Nick Hegarty is the one of the starting safeties for Olathe Northwest. I'd say a 4th-string running back, still a really fast guy, big guy.
It is just me or does Cole Manning kind of blend in better with that offensive line?
He looks like he almost looks like an offensive line.
Looks like an offensive
He's so
line. That's
stocky.
A big kid. The Ravens definitely have a bright future next year as well. I know it's too soon for next year, but with him at quarterback.
Cole Manning in the shotgun, Drew Dumas to his left. He's going to drop back to pass. He's looking to left, moving up in the pocket, nowhere to go, and he'll be brought down at the 29-yard line by Goddard.
The one thing
that was number 42, Cameron Gonzalez on the sack. And that'll bring up 4th and 12. Like we said, this is 4-down territory for Olathe Northwest. When you're down 29 points, you really don't have a choice.
The one thing I'm going to say here is the thing that's different between Cole Manning and Brayton Cook is Cole has not been able to read the defense as well as Brayton has.
Brayton's also a little bit more mobile.
More mobile.
But I'm looking forward to seeing Cole get a chance to throw the ball downfield. I know he just had that passing play there, wasn't given much time, as he'll go under center in motion. He's going to look and drop back, and he's immediately taken down about 6 or 7 yards. And I believe that was Cameron Gonzalez again on the sack. And I might be mistaken. We've either reached the entire sack total from last year or we're pretty close tonight.
No, we have. The offensive line, and I think we have a better offensive line group this year. I just think Goddard has been too much for these 5 men up front to handle.
Goddard is very imposing as Cameron Gonzalez has made his presence known. Looking at my notes here, he's not one of the standout guys from last year, not even a returning starter, as the junior this year is quickly making his case for postseason honors.
And that's just in game 1.
Sullivan will give the handoff, and that'll be Darius Russell making Ravens miss and picking up about 8 yards, just shy of the first down.
And that was Logan Irwin and Trevor Adams who assisted on the tackle, as Logan Irwin is in right now for Cole Manning. Actually, no, Cole Manning is still in the game. Not a very smart decision, because if Cole goes down on defense, you miss him at quarterback.
Missing the tackle in the backfield just barely was number 61, Trevor Adam. Got his arms around Darius Russell, but was not able to bring him down, as Goddard picks up another first down, and they move to midfield with a minute 37 remaining here in the third quarter. Sullivan back in shotgun once again. He's got Darius Russell behind him. He's going to look right and pass, and a nice catch there by number 10, Owen Beeson, making a one-handed grab to reel the ball in on a less than perfect pass from Sullivan.
Right now, Cole Manning and Jackson Butler are trying to talk about their schemes right now and what they're going to do and guard in their prospective players right now.
It's safe to say at this point Goddard is walking all over Olathe Northwest, as they're going to hand it off to Darius Russell, and he'll be swarmed in the backfield by 4 different Northwest defenders. And just for the sake of it, John Bowman will drag him to the ground long after the whistle.
Why not, right?
Why not?
Why not?
That'll bring up a 3rd and 7, as the clock is now ticking and the end of the third quarter is near with 30 seconds remaining. One more play to run in this quarter, as Blake Sullivan will head up to the line. In shotgun once again, he's got trips right. He's going to roll to the right. Looks like a bit of an option here. He's going to cut back, move upfield. He's going down the sideline, 25, and he'll be brought down there by the Olathe Northwest secondary, as the chains will move once again with 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Goddard cannot be stopped right now.
No, they cannot be stopped, and they are a force to be reckoned with in 5A. I'm not going to lie.
They'd be a force to be reckoned with in 6A.
They would be. They are looking in mid-season form right now. They look like they're in the playoffs right now, as good as they're playing.
The quarter will come to an end. The score is 35-6. The Goddard Lions lead. We'll be right back after this break.
With more premium cable-like channels than any other station in the United States, we are locally owned. We are locally operated. We are free over the air. We are TV 25, where there's always something on. With more premium cable-like channels than any other station in the United States, we are locally owned. We are locally operated. We are free over the air. We are TV 25, where there's always something on. With more premium cable-like channels than any other station in the United States, we are locally owned. We are locally operated. We are free over the air. We are TV 25, where there's always something on.
You know how it goes this time of year in Kansas City. Today it's hot. Tomorrow it's cold. Then it's hot again the day after. We at Town & Country Heating and Cooling take your trust seriously, and we'll make sure you and your home are ready for the unpredictable temperatures this coming season. Call now, 913-649-8696 for our goodbye 2-for-1 tune-up for your furnace and air conditioner. And if you mention TV 25, we'll take $25 off. Town & Country Heating and Cooling, 913-649.
We are back for the fourth quarter here at College Boulevard Activity Center. Olathe Northwest is getting their rear ends handed to them as Goddard leads 35-6. Sullivan dropping back to pass. He's going deep right, and flags flies. That'll be a pass interference on Olathe Northwest. Ball was intended for number 10, Owen Beeson.
what you want right there if you're Northwest.
I think we said that a lot tonight.
We'll say that again?
I think we said it a lot tonight.
Yeah, we've said that a lot tonight. But nothing less is happening. You know what? I think this will be a little bit less. This loss won't hurt as much as last year's loss did because it's a blowout. They had no chance from about the 10 minutes on in the first quarter.
I'd say second half. That's at the beginning of the second half. That's when it really started to go downhill for Olathe Northwest. And at the beginning or at the end of the first half when they were unable to score, as Goddard will move up to the Olathe Northwest 12-yard line. Blake Sullivan back in shotgun, motion going left. He'll take the snap, looking right, quick pass. Owen Beeson's going to catch and dive into the end zone. Ball's out, but Beeson was in the end zone. Touchdown, Goddard Lions, and another Raven is down at the 20-yard line.
And Beeson is limping off to the sideline, and he's just going to fall to the ground in pain.
There's another Raven down at the 21-yard line. I can't tell who it is. Everyone's hurt. Beeson looks like he's in an extreme amount of pain. Gingerly getting up for Olathe Northwest.
Number 62, Trevor Adams.
Yeah, 62, Trevor Adams.
Trevor Adams, yeah. And that's their starting center as well. He's cramping up and he's in pain.
For 61, Trevor Adams. As he's still unable to get up. 11 minutes and 50 seconds remain, with the extra point coming here in a second. Goddard leads 41-6. The total yard count. This even looks a little short. We have 349 total yards for Goddard tonight. That's 6 touchdowns. That sounds about right. That's compared to Olathe Northwest's 137 offensive yards. That's not going to get it done against anyone, no matter their division or league or rank.
It's not over yet either.
As the kick is up and good. 42-6. Goddard High School leads. 11 minutes and 50 seconds remain.
And I want to remind you guys as well, next week there will be another game. The game will be at 7 o'clock, and the pregame show will be starting at around approximately 6:30.
Yeah, next week Olathe Northwest will take on crosstown rival Olathe South in a game that I'm sure they'll want to bounce back in. I mean, those games are always big against Olathe schools. Last year, same week against Olathe East, they dropped that game here at Seaback. That was a very close game, another game they felt like they should have won.
And what's a little odd this year is with the new school in Olathe West, I don't know how it didn't manage. We don't play Olathe East this year, barring we don't get them in the playoffs, which if we do, then it will come in the playoffs.
That would be a very intriguing matchup, and if we play East, I can promise it'll be here at College Boulevard Activity Center, where this place would be packed. As
Olathe East and Olathe Northwest do not like each other.
No, not at all.
I would say that is a bigger rivalry game than the Olathe North game. At least it has been in the past few years.
Olathe North is another team Northwest will probably be looking forward to later this year, as they'll take on North much later in the season towards the end. But that was a game that came down to the wire last year. As Goddard will get ready to kick off once again. I imagine a short kick to the right side. Wow, I'm getting good at predicting things, Nick. As Weston Davis will juke and dodge. He'll try and bounce outside. He's got some room on the right side. He's making some headway. Got a little room. Breaking down the sideline, getting to the 50-yard line. That's junior Weston Davis making a little noise.
That looked like Weston Davis when he was in 7th grade.
He ran back.
In middle school.
He ran backwards for about 10 yards.
Yeah.
I think he got tired of sitting around.
I think he just said, you know what? It doesn't matter if we're on the 20 or the 40. We got to try something new here, and that's exactly what he did.
Northwest will start this drive at exactly midfield with 11 minutes and 37 seconds remain. Score is 42-6. And it looks like Braden Cook is back on the field for Olathe Northwest at quarterback. Cole Manning come off. I assume it was just a cramp for Cook, even though it looked like he was in a decent amount of pain.
I would say that is a very smart decision. Give Braden maybe a little bit more confidence later on in the game. See what they do. See what they can do to add some confidence.
With this timeout, we're going to take it to a break. We'll be right back. You're watching Raven Football on TV 25.
You know how it goes this time of year in Kansas City. Today it's hot. Tomorrow it's cold. Then it's hot again the day after. We at Town & Country Heating and Cooling take your trust seriously, and we'll make sure you and your home are ready for the unpredictable temperatures this coming season. Call now, 913-649-8696 for our combined 2-for-1 tune-up for your furnace and air conditioner. And if you mention TV 25, we'll take $25 off. Town & Country Heating and Cooling, 913-6.
Welcome back. There's the handoff to Drew Dumas. He's going up the field and picking up about 15 yards on first down there. One of the probably better positive plays they've had in this half, moving the ball upfield quickly there.
Yeah.
We've needed a lot more of that in this half. Crowd is slowly starting to thin on this side of the bleachers as the student section is gradually getting smaller and smaller. Braden Cook back under center. Dumas in the fullback position. He's going to toss to Bowman at the tailback position. He's going to push up and get hit hard after about a 5-yard gain on the right side, getting to, I'd say, about the 33-yard line.
Now, with this being the first game of the year and bodies being fresh, do you even bother to take out your starters in this fourth quarter or let them continue to play?
If it gets to the point where the coaches think that they no longer have a chance and would like to get experience for other players, I don't see how that would be a problem.
It's 42-6. Would you say there's a chance?
Nick, I'm trying to be nice right now. I'm trying to be positive. Trying to look at the bright side. Braden Cook will drop back, throw screen pass to Joe Hatsfield to the left. He's got a little bit of room, making a move, 15, 10, and brought down by 3 Goddard players.
They did a lot of that last year. Haven't seen much of that tonight, but it looks like it's working out.
Speaking of injury, Joe is down. Joe Hatsfield is down at the 10-yard line. Looks like he's a little tight. I can't count the amount of Northwest and Goddard players that have gone down for very minor, looks like cramping issues tonight.
The number's around 10. He just looks like it's a big cramp in his calf right there. As we have a shot of the student section right there being led
with this break in the action, we're going to send it down to CJ down on the sideline. Take it away, CJ.
The game's looking pretty rough for the Ravens. We got a score of 42 Goddard, 6 Olathe Northwest. We're really starting to struggle. Our quarterback, Braden Cook, he was out with an injury. Cole Manning subbed in for a couple plays. Ravens are really starting to get tight and really having to stretch. If we can just at least keep something so we can get farther in this game and learn new plays, practice plays, because it doesn't look like this game's going to turn out super well.
Yeah, they've got a lot of things to work on, to say the least. They're going to have to figure this out going forward, what they need to improve on. But at the end of the day, they do have things to improve on. I think they ran into a really good Goddard team tonight. As players jump on the line, looks like it'll be
maybe a false start.
No, encroachment. I think it's going to be on Goddard. Yeah, encroachment on Goddard. Northwest will move up a few yards. That's happened a lot tonight. Goddard's been jumping.
That has happened a lot tonight.
Northwest will move up to the 5-yard line. First and goal, as they want to at least get into the end zone one more time tonight. The handoff to Dumas on the right side. He'll bull his way through the offensive line and come up just short of the end zone, bringing up 2nd and goal.
Tackled by David Driscoll. Brings up 2nd and goal.
What would you do here? Were you trying to run it in or throw it in? A little quick slant, a screen? Were you trying to dial up here with 9:37 left in the 4th quarter?
Honestly, the game out of reach like this, 2nd down, I'd like to see a rollout with Braden Cook, see what he can do on the run running out. But they're going to quarterback sneak it, and it looks like Braden Cook's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Olathe Northwest.
And that is Braden's Cook first touchdown of the year.
First rushing touchdown.
First rushing touchdown of the year, correct. He had a throwing touchdown earlier on to Joe Haskell.
Yep. That's a big part of his game, too. We'd like to see him really incorporate that and be able to use his legs. It can make him a lot more deadly.
A little shout out to the band for doing such a great job as they're on the camera screen right now.
Balshrinian on for the kick. Jackson Butler with the hold. Snap is down. Kick is up. And good for Balshrinian. 13 points on the board. They still trail Goddard 42-13.
I would like to mention that Val Sherinian has a leg just like David Boschman did last year, as Val, for his first 2 years of high school, played soccer on the soccer team.
Rough start for Val, though, coming out first, what was it, 2nd possession for the offense.
Yeah.
He
a bit of
wasn't
a
able to put the PAT in, and then a little bit of bad luck when Jackson Butler was not able to handle the snap in the 2nd quarter, and the kick wasn't even able to get off.
You try an onside kick here, try to get things going in the right direction?
If you want to test something out, I can't think of a better time to do it.
I think this is where you go in the bottom of your playbook and say, what are we going to need later on in the year to win the game? And you pull it out right now and see if it works.
Well, if you want more to win the game, yards might help.
It's very true.
Balstrinian will come out to the 40-yard line to kick off for Olathe Northwest. I'm sure Goddard might be expecting any kind of trickery here with 9 minutes and 21 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter. Two guys back deep for Goddard.
I just want to mention some of our upcoming broadcasts. We have the Olathe South game, the Shawnee Mission North game, which is our homecoming game, and a few other games after that. We would really enjoy for all of you guys to join us in the upcoming games this season.
As the low line drive for Balshrinian lands out of bounds, and the ball will be moved up to the 40-yard line for Goddard, and that's where they'll start this possession. Once again, 9 minutes, 21 seconds remain in the game. Goddard commands a 29-point lead, 42-13. Well, it looks like all three of our analysts will be starting off 0-3 for picks this year, as everyone on our panel went for Olathe Northwest.
Yeah, I should have stuck with my gut. Oh, well.
Wishful thinking.
Positive vibes this year. All right.
There were a lot of them, and I think there still are. There's a lot of...
They have a chance to make a deep run in the state tournament, if not win it. Obviously, there's still powerhouses like Shawnee Mission East still around, but other than that, they have a chance.
I like the anticipation as first play of this drive is off to the right side for number 18, Zeke Howell, and he'll be taken down for no gain at the 35-yard line.
Also, a special shout out to our production team tonight. Done a very good job on working things. Also, a shout out to our other sports teams going on as well. Volleyball, soccer, all that good stuff.
Backups are starting to enter the game as taking over the quarterback duties for Goddard that's a freshman, Kyle Simred.
He doesn't look like a freshman.
He does not look like a freshman.
He looks bigger than Braden Cook.
He's twice the size of me.
Yeah, that's a big kid. How tall is he?
Simard stands at 5'10", 170. Another stocky quarterback for Goddard High School, as he'll take over the duties with 8 minutes remaining. Snap, dropping back, looking right. Pass is way off to the side, and Joe Hatsfield is there to deliver a big hit on Alec Robinson, maybe letting out a little frustration there. 4th down for Goddard coming up.
Would you let this kid throw it on 4th and 9, see if he can take a shot?
I'd get it away, get it far away if you're Goddard.
Oh, they're punting it. Oh, no.
Because, I mean, at this point, winning for the Northwest Ravens is a long shot, but you definitely don't want to give them any hope.
That is true. You don't want to make it a 42-20 game with 5 minutes left, because then there's a chance.
Starting quarterback Blake Sullivan will come on to punt.
Yeah.
Gets it off quick. It's a low-line drive down the sideline. It'll bounce out at about the 33-yard line, and that's where Olathe Northwest will take over with 7 minutes and 53 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter.
And the big left tackle for Northwest, Seth Segunis, was the first kid out on the field. As he is looking, I think he's looking just to get something going.
Do you keep Braden Cook in here, or do you try out someone else?
I would pull him out. Honestly, I wouldn't even bring in Cole Manning. I would go to your 3rd string right here. You're down 13-42 with 7:53 left in the 4th quarter. Why risk an injury?
Well, to my surprise, the coaches don't really care what we think. Braden Cook has gone back out there.
I dial up some good plays in Madden, though. We might want to take a chance at him.
What's with you in Madden?
I'm good at it.
Braden Cook will take the snap and hand off down the middle. That is number 32, John Bowman, taking the carry for about a 2-yard pickup on 1st down.
Michael Marinakis has looked pretty good out there tonight, Ron. What would you assess of him?
Yeah, this is his first year starting at guard. He got a little bit of playing time last year, but never started a game, and they expect big things out of him. He's a big guy, big imposing guy on the line, one of very many of them, and they expect him to really step up and I wouldn't say put the team on his back, but really contribute on that offensive line.
Yeah, last year Michael was more of that 6th or 7th offensive lineman, and he's done a really
Here comes
good job.
Dumas on the snap, cutting back towards the middle of the field, getting to about the 44-yard line. That's good enough for an Olathe Northwest 1st down.
And at this point, with that big play given up, I think Goddard right now is just trying to say, hey, guys, let's get the tackle, let's hit him high, but let's not try to wrap up and do anything too dangerous that can get us hurt. That's my assessment of them right now.
Northwest isn't shying away from their normal offense, as looks like all their starters are still in the game with a little over 6.5 minutes remaining in the game and still a 29-point lead as Northwest wants to take a timeout. You think they're talking about what they want to have for dinner tonight?
I don't know. What are we having for dinner tonight, right?
Well, while we figure out what we're having
You know how
for
it
dinner
goes
tonight,
this time of
we're
year
gonna
in
take a
Kansas City. Today it's hot. Tomorrow it's cold. Then it's hot again the day after. We at Town & Country Heating and Cooling take your trust seriously, and we'll make sure you and your home are ready for the unpredictable temperatures this coming season. Call now, 913-649-8696 for our combined 2-for-1 tune-up for your furnace and air conditioner. And if you mention TV25, we'll take $25 off. Town & Country Heating and Cooling, 913-649-8696. For over 30 years, Santa Fe Tow has been getting you back on the road fast. When you're stuck on the side of the road, you may not realize it, but you might not need a tow. When you call us at 913-712-9084, we know which one of our GPS dispatch trucks is closest. So a certified driver with the right truck is there to help you in a flash. We can even help you with your RV, boat, or motorcycle. So whether it's a jump start, fixing a flat, a little gasoline, or a tow to the shop of your choice, Santa Fe Tow is the one call that can do it all. Call us today at 913-712-9084.
And we are back. And as you can see on the screen right now, that is head baseball coach Rick Setter and his daughter laying down on the field.
Well, back to football. Braden Cook taking the snap. He's going to roll right, almost fell over. Look over. He's going to pick up Jack Parks on the right side, and he'll get about 9 yards on the pass. Looks like he'll be just short of the 1st down marker. Only his 2nd target on the night. He's caught both passes that have been intended for him, but he hasn't gotten a lot of looks from his senior quarterback, Braden Cook.
No, he has not gotten many looks at all tonight. I wonder if he's thinking, he's obviously not going to say it being a team player and everything, but I wonder if he's a little frustrated with the amount of touches and looks he's gotten tonight.
Well, I say that's a 9-yard pickup. Looks like things will move back on a holding call on Olathe Northwest. That'll bring up 2nd and 15 for Olathe Northwest, as Cole Manning will come on for Jack Parks to play tight end.
I would go with Manning at quarterback right now, though. I would see what the young fella can do. You already know what Braden can do.
Cole Manning is
a lot of things, dude.
lined up as a wideout. Braden Cook's going to toss to the right. That's John Bowman looking for a hole. He's going to find one and pick up about 5 yards there on 2nd down, making it 3rd and 10. 6 minutes and 10 seconds remain in this opening game. Jack Parks, and I believe that's Logan Irwin will come back into the game for Olathe Northwest. In shotgun, Braden Cook to his right. Drew Dumas, the snap. Fake the handoff to Dumas. Looking over the middle of the field. Ball is off the hands of the intended receiver. That was John Bowman streaking down the middle of the field. Ball was just a little high for Bowman. He's a big guy, not big enough to reach that one, though.
As you're taking a look at the Raven band, who has done a mighty fine job tonight to try to keep the crowd into it. Has not been as successful as wanted, but other than that, thank you, band, for all your hard work and dedication.
It's only the first game, though. At the end of the day, there's plenty of time to learn. You've got a week to get ready for Olathe South, who was not impressive last year.
No. So
Not at all.
No, but they're returning all their kids, though. That's the thing. Them and Olathe South and Olathe East are returning a lot of their starters from last year's teams because they were underclassed.
No Olathe team last year separated themselves. All of them were. I'd say North probably ended up being the best team, but no team dominated, to say the least, as Braden Cook drops back, avoiding defenders, rolling out to his left, looking for somewhere to go. He's going to tuck it and run out of bounds at the 46-yard line, enough for a Raven first down. 5 minutes and 25 seconds remaining.
And there is 5:25 left in the fourth quarter. It is 1st and 10, and the ball is on the Raven 46. No, it's on the Goddard 46.
Offense is slowly moving. Would have liked to see this earlier in the game. But you'll take it when you can get it.
Of course.
Having a little trouble getting the play call in, down to 9 seconds. People are wondering what to do. Joe Hatsfield running off the field. Play clock's down to 1 second. Snap will just barely get off to Braden Cook. Rolling right. He's got someone coming right for him. Flag on the field. And he'll dive down at the line of scrimmage. We'll see what this play call was. I'm going to guess illegal man on the field, offsides, something of that nature.
Maybe it got to 0 before he snapped it.
It's a false start on Olathe Northwest. They should have stopped that play before it had the time to continue if it was a false start, but Northwest will be moved back about 5 yards for a 1st and 15. Northwest needs to do a better job of getting their play calls in. That'll be another thing they need to work on for next week.
I don't even think it's getting the play calls in. I just think it's execution at this point.
It's a lot of things.
The offensive line, though, has looked pretty good, though, for the most part.
Braden Cook taking the snap. Dumas to his left. He's dropping back, looking middle. A lot of pressure as the pocket collapses, and he's taken down as Caden Atkins, 5'10", 180-pound junior, is able to get a hold of his legs and drag him down.
.435 left in the fourth quarter. The score is 42-13. Goddard is ahead.
Jack Parks will return as Jackson Butler heads off the field. Braden Cook, same formation. Play clock's running down. 1 second left. They get it off. Blitz coming. He's going to move up, throw to his left, and the ball is in and out of the hands of Joe Hatsfield. Very uncharacteristic for him to drop a pass. Looks like, I don't know what his excuse was for that, as the student section is diminishing, and so is the Northwest crowd in general. I'd say there's about half the people that were here when the game started.
But to the opposite of us is the Goddard crowd.
I have to say, I'm very impressed with their crowd.
It's not that those kids drove. There was an actual school spirit bus that left at 2:30 today to get here for the game. But for those kids who hopped on the bus and said, you know what, we're going to support our guys, very, very impressed by them.
Good for them, because at this point there's, and I mean this with all seriousness, there are more Goddard high school students here than Olathe Northwest students.
Yeah. And the Goddard parents traveled very nicely.
There's a lot of Goddard parents here too.
And hopefully there's many more.
It's a lot of anticipation for this Goddard team this season, as they are 4 minutes and 13 seconds away from starting off their season with a nice win, as there's a screen pass out to Drew Dumas on the right side. He's got room to work with. He's got a blocker in front of him, breaking a couple tackles, moving up to the 35 and being dragged down by a swarm of Goddard players. That's about a 15 to 20 yard pickup there for a Olathe Northwest first down with 4 minutes remaining. How would you, or do you like the way that Olathe Northwest gets play calls in, how switching wide receivers, getting guys in and out instead of signaling in?
No, honestly, this is just me. I'm a very huge fan of the QB wristband and yelling out a number and letting the quarterback say the play in the huddle and keeping the guys on the field.
Braden Cook getting the ball to Jack Parks on the right side. That'll be enough for another Olathe Northwest first down, moving the ball just outside of the red zone.
And Jack Parks is going to be down.
Oh, flag is flying. I think Jack Parks might have said something to the official while he was on the ground.
No, I think it was number 61, Trevor Adams, because he got a smack on the back of the head from one of his fellow offensive linemen.
Here's the call from the official on the field. Unsportsmanlike conduct on Olathe Northwest. Chains will move after the play, but Olathe Northwest will start with a 1st and 25. At this point, with the game 3.5 minutes over, 3.5 minutes from being over, you are not endearing yourselves to your coaches by picking up unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. That is going to make it very difficult for you on Monday morning.
Of course, and tomorrow at film, they're going to have a tough time.
Jack Parks is still on the ground at about the 20-yard line, as the chains just keep moving back for Olathe Northwest.
At a point in time, you got to pull the guy out.
He's gingerly walking off the field right now. He's been down on the field 2 or 3 times, but we've seen him being stretched on the sideline a lot tonight as he's still walking off, as the ball has been moved back and placed on the Goddard 36-yard line instead of the Goddard 22-yard line or 21-yard line where it was. There's going to be a lot to talk about tomorrow at the film session.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, we should try to sit in at one of their film sessions one day just to see what it's like.
Honestly, I don't want to be there tomorrow.
Honestly, you're right. Yeah, because they might tell us to go run.
Here comes John Bowman on the left side, breaking 2 tackles, breaking another tackle to the 15, down at the 10. A nice run from the senior tailback, John Bowman, with 3 minutes and 20 seconds left.
And as you guys saw earlier, as the people lying down.
You're not lying down anymore. Northwest will move back up. Braden Cook under center. Dumas behind him at the fullback position. John Bowman behind Dumas. Looking right. Lob pass on the right side. It's going to be up and caught by Olathe Northwest. Touchdown, Ravens.
And that is Braden Cook's favorite target, Val Sherinian.
That's his first varsity touchdown of his career with 2 minutes and 58 seconds remaining. Up to 19 points for Olathe Northwest with the extra point coming.
What they just showed me right there is that they have a lot of grit. When the going gets tough, they're still going to show up.
And Shrinian to add the 7th point onto his own touchdown makes it 42-20. Goddard leads. Just a reminder, you're watching Olathe Northwest football on TV 25. We'll be right back.
You know how it goes this time of year in Kansas City. Today it's hot. Tomorrow it's cold. Then it's hot again the day after. We at Town & Country Heating and Cooling take your trust seriously, and we'll make sure you and your home are ready for the unpredictable temperatures this coming season. Call now, 913-649-8696 for our combined 2-for-1 tune-up for your furnace and air conditioner. And if you mention TV 25, we'll take $25 off. Town & Country Heating and Cooling, 913-649-8696. For over 30 years, Santa Fe Tow has been getting you back on the road fast. When you're stuck on the side of the road, you may not realize it, but you might not need a tow. When you call us at 913-712-9084, we know which one of our GPS dispatch trucks is closest. So a certified driver with the right truck is there to help you in a flash. We can even help you with your RV, boat, or motorcycle. So whether it's a jump start, fixing a flat, a little gasoline, or a tow to the shop of your choice, Santa Fe Tow is the one call that can do it all. Call us today at 913-712-9084.
And we're back. 2 minutes and 58 seconds remain in the fourth quarter. Val Shrinian on the kickoff. It is a high kick to the 20-yard line. Goddard on the turn. And they're going up the middle. He's got room down the middle. The 45, and he'll be taken down at the 40.
By Val Sherinian right there, number 12.
Oh, Val Sherinian has done everything the last 3 plays.
He's quite the athlete.
Caught his first career touchdown. Finished with the extra point, and then makes the tackle as the kicker.
And not only that, he smiled after he made that tackle.
There's not much to smile about right now. Goddard will take over, and victory formation is not far away with 2 minutes and 49 seconds remaining.
A couple first downs here will pretty much all but ice the game.
This game was iced at about halfway through the third quarter, as we've seen so far. Yep. Goddard took over just after halftime.
But I do enjoy watching Northwest play.
Snap is handled.
Good tackle.
And a lot of Raven defenders will rush to the ball for a rush of about no gain for Goddard. Clock is ticking down, 10 seconds on the play clock, 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the game.
And that was junior number 58, Jake Wolf, in the game, making the tackle as he is in right now, middle linebacker. Or no, correction, my bad. Inside and middle linebacker is where he's at.
Just over 2 minutes remaining.
Oh, my bad.
Believe Blake Sullivan is back in at quarterback for Goddard. He's going to hand the ball off. Ball going to the right side for Russell. He's going to try and cut back. But there's a lot of defenders there, and he'll pick up about 4 yards on the play. That'll make it about 3rd and 7, 3rd and 6 for Goddard High School. I'm sorry. That is not Blake Sullivan at quarterback. That is senior.
Number 11.
Oh, no, that's Blake Sullivan.
And that is Cody Marlette, number 31, who got hit at his side. Oh, got hit around the groin area, and he's struggling right now.
Goddard is going to take the play clock down to 0 before they call a timeout with 1 minute and 46 remaining. Just trying to kill clock here with about 3rd and 6 to go. Northwest fans starting to pack up their belongings and head for the exits as a I hate to say disappointing season opener is about to conclude here at College Boulevard Activity Center as the pass from Sullivan down the middle and a sliding catch by number 2, Zach True, the senior for Goddard. That'll be enough to move the chains. First down, Goddard High School.
And a lot of the defensive line starters for Northwest have not coming out of the game, even though we see new faces in at cornerback like Logan Irwin in for Weston Davis and Jackson Butler.
Another new face on the field, near side corner, Luke Dahlquist, a guy that does a little bit of returning for the team but doesn't get on defense a lot.
Also plays basketball here at Northwest. Will be one of the key role players for Northwest this year.
Yeah, a lot of guys will have to step up. As we are down to 1 minute and a timeout is taken on the field.
You know how it goes this time of year in Kansas City. Today it's hot. Tomorrow.
In effect on this next play, I can guarantee it.
The thing is, do you think Northwest will take their timeouts?
I would hope not. Down 42-20 with a minute left. I'm sure Goddard's ready to get on the bus and get out of here, as they've got a long drive back. They won't be getting home till
about 2 in the morning.
Well past midnight. But they'll be going home with smiles on their faces, as tonight they have come to Olathe and handled the Olathe Northwest Ravens pretty easily. As here's victory formation. Blake Sullivan will take his first knee. He might have to take 1 or 2 more, but that will essentially do it for the game. Clock is now under a minute. Goddard is cheering. This side of the bleachers is quiet. What can Olathe Northwest do to bounce back next week against Olathe South?
They just need to show the grit that they showed at the end of the 4th quarter of the night. And
We need that for the entire game.
Yeah, you need that
We
for the entire
need
game.
a lot more time of that, as that'll do it. 20 seconds remaining. The game clock is hit 0. That'll do it. The Goddard Lions topple the Olathe Northwest Ravens 42-20. Goddard came to play tonight, to say the least.
They stepped up. To the fans who stayed to the very end, thank you. All I can say from here is we'll be back next week, Ron. That's it for me. You got anything?
Highly anticipated game next week. Like we said before, Olathe Northwest versus Olathe South. Here, same spot, College Boulevard Activity Center. That game will also be televised on TV 25. It'll be on the TV 25 Facebook page, the Raven Daily YouTube channel. It'll be everywhere. It's not hard to find. You better be tuned in next week, because I'm sure we both expect a better performance out of Olathe Northwest.
It will definitely be a bounce back. For Roan Stanley, I'm Nick Lopez. Thank you and good night.
You know how it goes this time of year in Kansas City. Today it's hot. Tomorrow it's cold. Then it's hot again the day after. We at Town & Country Heating and Cooling take your trust seriously, and we'll make sure you and your home are ready for the unpredictable temperatures this coming season. Call now, 913-649-8696 for our combined 2-for-1 tune-up for your furnace and air conditioner. And if you mention TV 25, we'll take $25 off. Town & Country Heating and Cooling, 913-649-8696. For over 30 years, Santa Fe Tow has been getting you back on the road fast. When you're stuck on the side of the road, you may not realize it, but you might not need a tow. When you call us at 913-712-9084, we know which one of our GPS dispatch trucks is closest. So a certified driver with the right truck is there to help you in a flash. We can even help you with your RV, boat, or motorcycle. So whether it's a jump start, fixing a flat, a little gasoline, or a tow to the shop of your choice, Santa Fe Tow is the one call that can do it all. Call us today at 913-712-9084.
With more premium cable light channels than any other station.